Belgian electro rock.
We'll be streaming in
No,
15 seconds.
no sex till marriage. Do you feel like your life is going nowhere?
Yeah.
In the name of Jesus.
I think we're going to be live shortly, so...
Live.
All
anytime
right.
what you
It's
think is
fantastic.
Live we are. Indeed. Live.
So I'm ready.
I'm ready.
All right.
Let's start the motherfucking show, bitch.
Here comes the theme music. Someone can't handle it, but it's playing, trust me.
To the veteran gamers, Juju, Ginny, other fellas will tell you about every single game that you're playing this week. News, reviews, and an indie pick. Stu story time and Chinny's game breakers. Here comes Duke with the soundbite.
Stop playing this inane garbage. It's embarrassing.
Gamers. It's the veteran gamers. It's the veteran gamers. It's the veteran gamers.
Things are just about to start getting crazy, Gonad.
Get into it. This is not good radio. Switch that console off before you have to press repeat. Yo, fuck.
Please don't touch my floppy cock.
Hello and welcome to episode 812 of the Veteran Gamers podcast.
Yeah, A12! Welcome, people! I'm Duke.
I'm Stu.
Ginny.
There you go. Yeah, it's pretty
And
good
we are
this
not
week.
military veterans, we're veterans of the gaming lifestyle, and everyone probably associates 812 with the Ferrari 812 Superfast.
Sure.
That's a dumb name for a car. This car goes is 300 miles an hour. What do we call it? We will call it. It goes very quickly. We will call it the super fast.
Does it
Yes,
go?
it's
Does it go super fast? No.
I assume so.
Ferraris
It's
normally
got
go fast.
6,496 cc F10 GA V12
Sure.
Yeah,
engine.
six-seater engine. It's pretty big.
Sure. Wouldn't V12 be 12?
I'm going to
What's
shout
12
out
mean?
the
No,
Patreons.
12, that's the number of cylinders it has in a V, like, arrangement.
Oh yeah, 6.3 liter. You're right.
I'm
Sorry,
gonna
who's
sh-
shouting
I'm
out?
going to
Ginny?
shout out
What?
the patrons at the start of the show. How
Oh,
about that?
sweet!
good
Thank you
idea.
for
I like
giving
that.
us money.
Connor
You
Searle.
idiots.
Give us some money!
Connor
I mean, very nice
Searle,
people.
Seth McNitt, Value, Sean Thiel, Dan Fletcher, Adam Birmingham, Armand Parvez, Christian, Matt Nation, Robert Wilcox, Jake Peterson, and Nigel Strutt. Thank you very
Since you
much.
asked, Stu, the Superfast has a top speed, according to Ferrari, of 340 kilometers an hour, which is 211 mph.
That's pretty. What does it do? 0 to 60.
Not 60, 2.9 seconds. So if you need to get away from the cops, this is your vehicle. It goes super fast. I hate that name.
Apparently, I sound quiet. Do I sound quiet to you guys, or is that?
What? I can't hear what you're saying. Do you sound what? You what quiet?
Don't know.
I don't know. I can't hear you over all
Speak.
this iron I'm pumping.
When you find a gap in Duke's pumping, speak.
Yeah, pump in, pump in.
Uh,
Do I sound quiet? I
you
don't
are a
know.
bit. You might have to
You
turn your
could
volume
stand
up
to
and,
jack your mic
like
up a little.
your mic levels up in
Well,
Zoom.
there you
Zoom.
go. It's on
Although sometimes
full-
Stu starts futzing with electric stuff.
I know, yeah, it's on full auto, full volume now.
Is it on
I had
auto?
I had it on automatically adjust, but now I've got it on
Ah.
full. I don't
All
know,
right,
does it
well-
sound any different?
Not really, but there's not much I can do about it.
Okay then.
I mean, you
Well,
sound
All
like
right, well, in the meantime, here comes a story
My
for you.
favorite
comes
time.
the
It's
house
story
September.
time. Story time.
There's a new Singcast.
my buck!
It has nothing to do with the book. Exactly 1 year after my last Singcast. How crazy is that?
I heard
I
it.
recorded it, and then I went to say, really on purpose?
Yeah.
Why would you listen to that?
Come
Well,
on.
thank you for listening. I'm glad you listened. And yeah, it's chock full of interesting stuff, like me ranting about Trump.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want to listen?
I bet you were ranting away, weren't you?
I was ranting away, baby.
Trump,
But doing so with love and compassion, because I do love people, even the people who are being conned by this schmuck. Y'all see South Park's attack on him? Oh, that's pretty shocking.
No.
It's South Park. It's exactly what you would expect them to do.
Yeah, they're good at
What
it.
you would
Yup.
expect.
I filmed a celebrity this week.
Ooh, which celebrity?
Do we have to guess? Are we allowed to guess who?
All right, is this person in movies?
This might be a clue. Duke would never get it.
Oh, Duke's
Okay.
not good. So it's British. Someone British.
Chester Crothingham.
No.
Now, is it someone who's in British TV?
I mean, they've been on TV
Okay,
Several
so that's
times.
not what they're known for.
several
That's not what
times.
they're known
Well, people know they're on TV a lot. They used to be,
Stephen Merchant.
and they're on TV still, but in a different role.
for. Okay. So did he present a program?
No, I don't think they present a program. I don't
Okay,
think
so are they an actor or an actress?
No,
Okay,
Singer?
so singer?
no.
No.
Reality
Sports
TV
person?
influencer.
What did you say, Stu?
Sports person.
Ding ding.
Okay.
Sports person on the telly.
So now he's a presenter. Used to
but they're
be
not-
a sports star.
I don't know. They're not present. But they're a sports
No,
person,
no.
but
They're not.
a presenter.
They're not. They're
Oh,
not
they're
a
not a
presenter. They have a different
Okay.
role. They have a different role.
Analyzer, color commentator,
yeah,
like John Madden.
pundit.
No, not
Pundit, but that's kind
punditry.
of a
No,
presenter, isn't
no,
it?
not punditry.
Interviewing.
No,
No, because that's
Giving
still
out
kind of
HJs
presenting.
behind the gym.
no.
That would be a
I mean,
very
maybe
weird
you do.
reason
I
to
don't,
be
I
on
don't know.
TV.
I don't know what he does in his spare time.
You don't know for sure that he does.
Nah. What does some
they-
sports people do after they retire, Stu?
They become presenters.
No.
Sell things.
Commentators,
No,
presenters.
no. There's
No,
other
they
jobs.
Commentate.
Uh,
Coach?
janitors?
I don't
You
know.
close?
Close
Close to
oh,
coach?
Close we
tra-
coach.
trainer, like personal trainer.
No.
Close
What's
we-
better than a
Reality
coach?
TV
What's higher than
influencer?
a coach?
What,
Manager?
Football
A
manager?
manager, yeah.
So is this
Oh,
a
yeah.
football
A
manager?
former football Pele,
Former Pele's dead.
Messi,
Messi's doesn't live in this country.
Ronaldo, Reinaldo.
You
Okay,
won't get
Ronaldo.
it, Duke.
Okay,
You won't
calm
get
right
it.
down. Okay, is this a very famous manager for football?
He's a very
he a
famous.
football
He's a
manager?
very famous person. Yeah. I mean, in England, he's very famous. Like you say this name, and everybody in England would pretty much know him.
Was he successful?
Very.
Did he have
Very. Yeah.
Is it Alex Ferguson?
No. You're thinking
Oh.
too old.
All right, okay, younger than that.
Mm-hmm.
But is he a former footballer?
We will talk about video games
Yes.
soon, people.
Yeah. That's
So
what.
he's a
That was my
footballer.
point.
Not
He's-
all managers are former footballers.
no, that was my
Trevor.
point. He used to be a footballer.
We established
now
that, though.
Now he's a manager. I will take
Okay.
guesses in the chat.
Yeah. Okay. So he's sort of. What do you? I guess he's in his 40s, then is he? 40s, 50s?
Surly says
Nice.
Graham Alexander. No. How old is he? Yeah, he's in his 40s.
Alexander
Yeah,
Graham Bell?
he's in his 40s.
Okay.
Liz Truss.
Is it?
No.
King
She
Charles.
hasn't. She hasn't. No, again, stick to football, dude.
I'm trying to figure.
He was a
See,
footballer.
I'm not big. I'm not a big sports person.
No, I know.
including
Nor am
football,
I.
really.
But I know who this person is, and I don't
you
like
know
football.
who he is.
Yeah, if I said this name,
Uh,
you would be like, right, I know this person.
Okay, I'm trying to think.
Maybe
now.
you should narrow down the team.
Okay. What? Who he's managing currently?
No, who he used to play for.
Wolverhampton Wanderers. I
Okay,
assume.
No,
Liverpool.
but that
Man United.
no. Go a bit more safe.
Sam. Oh, Arsenal.
No,
Australia.
Oh. Spurs.
no.
How far south are we going?
I don't know where it is. It's in there. It's in the London
Dortmund?
area. London
It's
area.
in the London area. Well, you've
Juventus?
got Tottenham Hotspur. You've
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
Arsenal.
Yeah.
You've got.
There's another one.
What's the other
There's
one?
another London team.
I can't think of another big London. What's the other big London team?
There's a massive one.
Uh,
Quite see-through, would you say?
see through.
What?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. I don't know. No, it's
Let's
not
have
Wenger.
bullshit
It's not
this game.
who the other person is. You could say it's in
Yeah,
a.
it's not Arsene Wenger.
You could say it's in a palace.
Oh, what? Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
You see, they're not that. I don't think of them as being one of the.
Oh
big
no,
London
sorry. No,
teams.
hold
I
on.
know
No,
they
no,
kind of are.
no. Sorry, I got it wrong. Not Crystal Palace. Sorry, wrong.
It's not Crystal Palace. What the fuck are you going on about?
No, a different London team. A different London team. A different London team.
It's Crystal Palace.
Just
it's
keep
not
naming
Crystal
London teams, Stu.
Palace. I don't know. I
Come
can't
on, we
think
got
of it. I'm
things
not
to
a
get
big
to.
footballer. I don't know. I
This,
can't
by the
think
way,
of
is the
any of
reason we've never gotten to the end of that little game I created once upon a
I
time.
know, yeah,
We
because we
never
can't-
have time.
it. And we're terrible at it. Shit. I
What
can't
do you
think
mean
of
we're
any of
terrible
them.
at it? It's not even. You've
Yeah,
forgotten
we're
what
being
game it
terrible.
is.
Well, we're terrible at this game.
Yeah. Just tell us. The
No,
guessing
he's gonna
has
guess
run
it.
its
He's gonna guess
course.
it. No.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Give us
He's
a
run his
clue,
course
give
because
us-
you're
give
like,
us a-
oh, guessing games. That's all it is. It's attitude.
Look, give us
I don't have a guessing game
He has
queued up.
played-
This thing that I made once upon a time, if you recall, was where you gave points to a bunch of different heroes. It seemed like it was kind of fun, and then y'all were like, "What fucking?"
Okay, just a minute. Whoa, just a minute.
Okay.
Has he played for England? Is he English?
Yes.
So he has played for England as well.
Somebody in the chat has got it.
Oh, I haven't looked in the chat.
Don't look in the
to
chat
be fair.
then.
I'm
Don't look
not
in the
looking
chat.
at it. I'm not looking at it. It's not Ian Wright, I'm guessing.
No, I'd love it if it was Ian Wright.
Yeah, that would have been cool because he's Arsenal anyway, so
Mm.
that can't be right. I don't fucking know. I'm rubbish at football. It's the worst subject ever.
He played for England. He played for Chelsea. Then he moved to like the New York
Chelsea,
football
of course,
team.
Chelsea.
The New York City football team. I didn't know they had one. And now he's a manager
probably
for Coventry United. City
Coventry
Football
United.
Club
No,
or whatever.
What's
Co-
Coventry
I don't know. Coventry Football Club. I don't know. I don't know anything about
And his
football.
name is.
What's his name?
His name is Frank Lampard.
Oh, Frank Lampard. He's moved around a bit. He has.
Yeah, I can hear the different places he's been involved with football. I feel like I just heard some of them.
Because wasn't he at Burn? Oh no, he is. No, he does manage Coventry, doesn't he? Because Andy's my brother-in-law's a big Coventry fan, but there was rumours he was going to manage Burnley. And Tracy, who I work with, is a massive Burnley fan, was shitting.
He walked
Like,
in.
we don't want him. He's terrible.
He walked in the room, spat in my face,
Did he?
and
No, you go get your dad.
kicked me in the balls. And he said, "Listen, don't look me in the eyes. I'm a fucking celebrity." Sat down.
Did he have demand?
Surly said in the chat, "This is painful to listen to, probably because I said Coventry Football
Yeah.
United." Do you know what I mean?
You can tell me I'm not football.
No.
Well,
I know
there's you
Coventry
butchering
City.
the names of all the different clubs. There's us having no idea what the different clubs are.
Yeah,
I genuinely
don't
think
forget about
like me
Chelsea.
not knowing anything about football is the reason why people keep making me film football things because I don't.
You're
were
gonna
you-
learn
were
one
you-
way.
Can I just check? Were you filming for Coventry City? Is that what you were doing?
Yes, and another company, yeah. So,
Interesting.
one of their sponsors, one of Coventry sponsors,
OnlyFans.
and OnlyFans.
Do you know, if I'd have known, I could have asked you to get a bloody autograph because my brother-in-law is fucking the biggest Coventry fan ever.
Nah.
Well, you should doctor a picture with Shinny and this guy, and then send
No.
it to your brother-in-law.
There's a thing like there's
Yeah.
kind of like an unwritten rule when you
Oh,
filming.
What, you don't
What
want to
the
fan
weird-
out and geek over the
yeah,
person?
when
and be
you
like,
film
"Oh,
it,
yeah,
when you're
yeah,
working,
work."
when you're working with someone, the unwritten rule is sort of like you're not supposed to like.
Keep it cool.
Yeah.
Do you know what you could do though? You could have just gone, oh, fucking hell, I know this is going to be a bit of a bye, mate, but my mate, his brother-in-law, is fucking a massive fan of yours.
He doesn't get that all day, every day.
Well, the caretaker in where we work is a Chelsea fan, and he's like, I heard you're gonna meet my hero," and I was like, and I didn't even get him an autograph, so
Did you know? Fucking
No.
hell, you're an horrible person.
I am an horrible person. That's
or
right.
he doesn't prioritize autographs because he's not a
Yeah,
6-year-old
what's the matter
girl.
with you? You
Yeah.
nasty pasty.
Well,
honestly.
anyway, that was fun, wasn't it?
That was
Yes,
fun.
and Triumph
I'm
has the
guessing
actual
that we will
answer.
No,
actually
I'm sorry. I'm
complete the
very
crap out.
sorry. The correct answer is who gives a.
That's the correct answer.
Have you heard this? When he's put Connor's put when Football Manager finally releases, you can all do a joint save together to see who gets relegated first. No, we'll all get relegated because we have no clue what we're
Yeah,
doing.
to see who gets relegated first. Who would get
Yeah,
relegated
we'd all
first?
get relegated at the
Does
same time.
that mean fired?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
you
your
get
team
demoted
moves
to the
down.
league
Yeah.
below.
Gotcha.
It's not like bloody American football where they just stay in the same league
I
regardless of
know
however
that is
badly
so
they play.
stupid. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you could be the
So-
Cleveland Browns and never go anywhere with it. So yeah, you're in the
Yeah.
league, but nobody cares.
I know, but it's
Yeah,
but in
but
football
non-entity.
because there's so many teams. Like
The
there's actually
stake.
there's a stake to losing.
There's a stake in being on the Cleveland Browns. The Denver Broncos. What's wrong with that? Oh, Marge, you just wouldn't understand.
And if you get promoted, Duke, and I can't remember, I'll probably
so
get
much
corrected
money.
on this,
So
but you get
much
about
money.
60 or 80 million pounds.
So
Oh, I
much
got
money.
promoted at my job.
This is the best thing. The team that gets demoted also gets
Yeah, they get a
massive payout.
parachute fee, don't they? Or
Yeah, they
something?
get
All
a big, massive
right,
payout.
that sounds
And
great.
The higher up the league you finish in the Premiership, the more money you get from
Yeah.
that 60 mil upwards. So that,
Well, speaking of sports,
Yes, so-
there's a new movie out right now called Happy Gilmore 2, and here's Duke's quick review.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I imagine
it's
it is.
not really. I mean, it's fine. It's just there's nothing new in it. Every joke is exactly what you think it's going to be, which is the formula they've got now for these nostalgia sequels. It's like, hey, 30 years later, where are these characters now? Oh, he has to start from the bottom for some reason and
Yeah.
get back to where he
Like
was.
Coming to America and
Yeah,
Dumb and Dumber
I know.
2, and it's all the same.
Yeah, there's so many like it, and it's really sad because the first Happy Gilmore is great, and like I said, this one isn't bad. There's a few good jokes in it. It's worth seeing if you like the original, I guess.
Should I watch
but
the
just don't
first
go
one,
in
dude?
expect-
Should I watch
Don't
it?
go in
No.
watching expecting too
Do
much.
you know?
The first one is probably not gonna
It's-
be. I mean,
it's not
here's the thing.
great.
It is a great film, but in terms of being a ridiculous, stupid, silly movie, it's much more mature than Billy Madison, Adam Sandler's first movie.
I've never watched
But
that
it's
either.
not like a great story with interesting characters or anything. It's just a ridiculous story. The thing that Happy Gilmore did the best is the amount of exposition for the backstory. Happy Gilmore. Let's see if I can find the audio clip. Yeah, here we go.
See, the only we saw a trailer for it, right? Because it used to pop up on it was on Netflix or Amazon Prime or whatever, and it kept popping up, and we eventually decided we'd watch it because there is a funny bit where they ask him to repeat a shot, and he hits the ball, and it's like the neighbor's house miles down the street.
Yeah, he clocks her in the
There's a
head. You
woman,
hit that
and
lady.
she falls
She
out
shouldn't have
the
been
window.
standing there.
She falls out the window, right? And it's funny.
Right.
But the rest of the movie, not so much. There's some weird bit
Well,
where he
what
keeps
about when he hits the
imagining-
Subway sandwich into his mouth? That's a great
Yeah,
moment.
but-
What
but
about
he
the
keeps-
thing that the air conditioning falls on that old lady? Mister, get me out of here. All right, here's the thing. In the original movie, there's a scene where the reason he's trying to learn how to play golf is because he needs to save his grandmother's house. Why is the IRS trying to take her house? Because she didn't pay her taxes. So here's the conversation between him and his grandma. Well, I muted the site. Hang on one second. Okay, here's the conversation between him and his grandmother.
You didn't pay your taxes?
I would have, but I didn't have any money.
That's it. That's the whole scene. That's exactly
have
how
any
much
money.
backstory you need.
Yeah, it's
Keep
terrible.
it moving, make it funny. So,
And
no, it's not terrible. It's wonderful because it doesn't need backstory. And the new movie says we need a lot of scenes where we build the emotional investment in these characters. No, you don't. It's a stupid movie about golf. Keep it moving.
It is. But there is some weird scenes, I was going to say. And I can't remember if it's the reporter or someone, and he keeps imagining this woman in a negligee all the time.
Yeah, because he's going to his happy place.
It's just weird. It's just fucking weird.
Well, what's your happy place look like?
Not that.
See?
I guess.
See? He
I
can't
don't
even
know.
explain what his happy place is, but he wants to judge Happy Gilmore's happy place.
A happy place is a woman scantily clad in a negligee.
For
I
a lot
don't
of guys,
know.
yeah, they're going to think about their girlfriends in scantily clad negligees and holding beer.
Holding
That's
beer?
a lot of guys' fantasy, trust me.
Apparently. Is that yours, Ginny?
Apparently. No, mine is like a huge library and there's all sorts of video game consoles and an enormous TV and there's root beer on tap and pad thai, huge bowls of pad
do you
thai.
know, actually, do
So
you know what
good.
my happy place would be?
Is this
Okay,
the
now we're getting
continuum
somewhere.
podcast? Are we just going on and on?
Well, I don't know. I was just
Yeah,
thinking
go on.
about it after you said it. I think it would be a private cinema room in my house. That'd be cool.
Ooh, okay.
Do you know what I mean? With
see.
a massive screen, like
Yeah,
proper
now we're
recliner
talking.
seats,
All
popcorn
right.
machine in the corner. Do you know what I mean? Like full on surround sound. Sounds amazing. That'd be cool.
Sure.
There you go.
Awesome.
I haven't
Chinny,
got one
2
of those,
seconds.
though, so
What's
I'm
your
only
happy
now.
place?
This podcast.
Yeah, I see
Oh,
what you
that's
did
so
there.
Cute.
All
No,
right,
really.
let's talk about video
Where are you
games.
going?
Story time's over. Is it?
What you been playing?
The What You Been Playing theme song.
What you been playing? What you been playing?
Guard your ears!
Who's going
So,
first?
I'll go first because
You go
I've got a
first.
fucking story.
Uh-oh,
So-
a story within a story.
A story within a story. So last week I mentioned that I'd forgotten to save on Steins Gate, and as a result, like the Switch.
I remember
no, the
that.
Switch- I haven't got a Switch.
He
The
hasn't
Steam
got a
Deck
Switch,
had-
people.
I haven't got one of those. The
No.
Steam Deck had run out of juice, and as a result, it took me to half an hour into the game. So I was fucking miles behind where I'd actually got up to. But I thought, that's
Yeah.
all right. I can just skip all the dialogue, keep just pressing A really quickly, and hopefully it won't
Sure.
take me that long
Yeah.
to get back to
like when I
where
play
I
Avowed.
was.
Let's go. Yeah, come on.
Do you know how long it took me to get back to where I was? Just skipping. So this isn't even reading.
20
anything.
minutes.
An hour and a half. It took a fucking hour and a
Oh,
half.
jeez. That
It's just like,
stinks.
oh my God. And I'm sat watching the telly and just pressing A, constantly, just to do it while I'm not actually taking any notice.
Yeah.
And I kept thinking, I've seen this. When the hell am I actually getting up to where I was up to? I hadn't realised how much of that game I'd played.
Stu, now you know how I
really
feel
hadn't.
playing these games. That's all I do. Skip, and I hate it.
I know. But this is all talking. It's all talking, man. But yeah, I've finally actually got up to. And
But
I've
you've
played
caught up.
probably
You've caught up now.
I've caught up to where I'd actually got to, and I've probably played about another hour of the game, and I'm liking it. The story's interesting, but boy, oh boy, there's issues. There's issues with this game.
Yeah, I can
well,
see
first,
it when I look at it.
First of all, it's not a game. I mean, this isn't a game. There's no game at all. It literally is just reading, which is fine. I'm not, it's a visual novel.
I appreciate
accept-
you saying that it's not a game, because that's what I'm thinking.
It's not
when
a
I look at
game.
it.
I'm quite happy just to press A, just to hurry along the text. Other than that, not a lot happens. Not a lot. There was one point where I had to punch a code in that I had to remember on the keypad of the phone, but that's about as far as it gets in game.
You get to make decisions?
No, there's no decisions.
So you're just looking at pictures and reading text?
Yeah. I mean, because some of the visual novels I've played, you literally have to make decisions, and you have to choose
I can
dialogue.
understand that. I played Sylv. What was the therapist one?
I can't remember what that was called now. That
You know
was
what I'm
really
talking about,
good.
though.
Yeah, I do. It's a good game. Good game.
At least you had
But
decisions
yeah.
to make.
Yeah, I had decisions to make which affected the story. This really is just a story with pressing A.
Like, why not just publish a book or something, kids? Come on.
I know, it really is like that. But some of the dialogue's just not great. I mean, I very rarely... I do criticize Japanese games sometimes, but
They deserve
most
it.
of the time, I can look past the flaws and, think, well, it's you make excuses because it's Japanese, right? You do.
Some people do, yeah.
You do. You're like, well, it's Japanese. That's what you get. It's Japanese. I mean, the good thing in this game, there's the female characters, although they look very young, they're not scantily clad. At least, you know what I mean. They're not dressed in normal clothes because that'd be a stretch.
Yes.
But they're not exposing themselves in any way, shall we say? But I've got to a bit right where one of the main characters, the problem is she's portrayed as this 16-year-old girl, but the way she speaks is very immature. It's like how a 9-year-old would speak. Do you know what I mean? And almost that she's a bit dense. Do you know what I mean? And she's obsessed with these like toys you get out of egg machines and things.
You mean the gotcha machine?
Yeah, the gotchas. That's exactly what
gotcha,
they are.
man. That's what it's about.
Because she got a silver gotcha, and apparently they're worth 10,000 yen or something, and she didn't even know. And he's like, it's worth a lot of money. And she's like, I just want the gotcha. And then she's like, the gotcha ran away. It's just weird. It's just all weird, right?
Yeah.
Then turns out she works in one of these maid cafes.
Okay.
So the main character goes to a maid cafe where they dress as cats. They have cat ears on,
Oh,
maid outfits.
All right, I'm done.
And it's just weird. I mean, look.
Sounds great.
I know, right. Here's the thing, right? Normally with these types of games, I'm like, I'm quite enjoying the story, so I can look past all this weird shit because
All the pervy
it's
stuff.
Japanese. But I'm struggling.
Furry sex bits.
I have got to the point where I am struggling a bit. I'm starting to
Yeah, I bet you're
struggle
struggling in your chair like, oh, I'm feeling some things.
No, I'm not. But I'm struggling, man.
Okay, stay in the other room.
Like, why did he need to go to a maid cafe to have a discussion
Good
about
question.
time
Because
travel?
the people who play these games are like sexually frustrated weirdos who are like, here's a teenage girl in a maid costume. That's the target audience. Let's be real.
You're like 2 stages away for the not suitable for work category of Steam. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I know.
It stands for not safe for work. Would you stop being so British? Jeez, it's not suitable for work. You see.
Same. But But here's the weird thing, right? It's highly rated. I mean, this is one
By
of the
pervs.
Yeah, among weirdo
By
pervs.
pervs.
I know. It's highest rated.
Furry Hitler's got high
by-
ratings on Steam
by
too.
critics and reviewers.
Yeah, pervy
and
critics.
all sorts
Pervy
of
critics.
Shit.
By furrysex.com,
Stu,
they give it
I
really
don't-
high ratings.
I'm going to tell you something, issue that you don't know, but some critics can be pervs.
Maybe. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not the perviest Japanese game I've ever seen.
Well, no, that's why critics like it, because it's like it bridges the gap.
Yeah.
It's for the
Borderline.
discerning, intelligent.
Do you like
furry
your pervy
perv.
games not too pervy?
You know, and it's very technical about the time traveling stuff. You know, it goes right into all
bet
the
it does.
different string theories and all this sort.
Yeah, because
of
it's
stuff.
written by a nerdy
And-
perv.
I want to watch girls
don't
in
know.
in maid outfits, but also talk about string theory.
Maybe
Yeah, I
maybe
mean,
you tried to
talking about
make a great game.
Wormholes.
Maybe you
and
tried
how
to make a great
don't
game.
Collapse.
Maybe he was trying to make this like really cool like game about time travel, and the producer just went, "Make them anime little girls." I was like,
No,
no,
to
no.
be fair, this is apparently based on an anime. So like, the game didn't make up anything. They're just adapting what's in the anime, and the anime has 100% on the tomato meter.
I know.
Christ.
People
So-
fucking love it. It's just, I don't know.
I don't know what to
I'm
say.
just going to try and get past this maid thing.
Are you not
bit,
gonna
you know.
just not play it?
No, I'm going to stick with it because fuck me, I spent an hour and a half catching up.
Jesus Christ!
So,
You'd finished the
you know, I
Epstein.
can't
based on
just-
6
I can't
reviews.
Just abandon it now.
If you was reading the Epstein list, would you finish reading it, or would you just stop? It's like, well, I've got to
Well, it
finish
depends
it.
on,
So you've
am I
done
Donald
that
Trump
thing.
and is my name about
Yeah,
to come
yeah,
up? Because
yeah,
if
is
so,
that
I'm
up
going to
there?
stop. You've seen the memes where people are like, here's the list, and it just has crayon written like Kamala, and then Biden, Obama, not Trump.
Not Trump.
It's like, really?
Oh, it's funny. And they do
It's
even
funny
make a
'cause he
joke.
raped kids.
Yeah, I get that. Anyway, they do even make a joke. There's a bit where there's a girl giving a talk on time travel and how you could possibly do it, right? And she makes a Back to the Future joke. She mentions 1.
Oh, sweet.
Game of the year.
Capacitor.
Game of the
you know
year.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Game
Well,
of
now
the
you gotta
year,
play
man.
it, Chinny.
Yeah,
You can't
yeah.
just
And
let
then
that
the
go by.
audience laughs because she makes a joke about it. But anyway.
The audience? What do you mean the audience?
Oh, no, well, she's doing a talk to an audience about time travel sort of thing in the
Oh,
book
I see.
story
Okay.
thing. It's fully voice acted, by the way. This thing is
couldn't give
fully
a
voice
I like how
acted.
that's like the selling point.
Stu, I couldn't
Did
give
you
a
know this
fuck
game is-
if the actors came to your house and performed it.
That would be remarkable.
Do you know what
to
I
be
mean?
fair.
Even if you said that to me, I'd be like, I really couldn't care.
They might perform fellatio. I don't know about anything else.
Oh my God! This
Jeez.
accelerated quickly. We do say at the start of the show this is not for children, so you know.
But anyway,
Neither is
I
this
don't know.
game.
No, it isn't.
Well,
this
yeah,
game is
duh.
definitely not for children.
Jeez.
I am starting to struggle
83
slightly.
on Metascore.
Why?
What?
I'm starting to struggle slightly.
Why are
So
you
I'm
struggling?
gonna-
Stu, if I
With it,
delete a
just
game
keep
on your
playing it.
on your shared Steam library, will it delete it for you? Can I do that? Or would that?
Of
No,
course
you
not.
can't.
Hmm.
But I'm going to keep with it. I'm going to stick with it and hopefully get past the maid bit, and then maybe it'll calm down.
I don't think it
RPG
will.
fan says you
Maybe
should
it's
stick
probably-
with it because, according to them, by subtly incorporating gameplay mechanics to tell an intelligent story, Steins Gate is a triumph of the visual novel genre.
I know people love this game. They absolutely love it.
Well, IGN gave it a 69 out of 100. I just wish the dating elements had been more smoothly incorporated into the established narrative
Dating
and not forced gruesomely at times on the player. Sometimes it's enough to just be friends. So they wanted less dating and sex.
I didn't
elements,
even know there was
apparently.
dating in this game.
Well,
I
what are
just
you
thought it was
doing
a
when you're
game about-
playing this game, Stu? God,
You're
get
just
to work.
reading a story, man.
Hey,
I thought
get
it
him
was
in
about
bed.
Time travel.
I've got a
Yeah, it's
review
like
here.
Leisure Suit Larry. There's sex in that game.
I've got a review here, and it's,
dating?
the
What
game.
does your review say there,
The
Chin?
game really ramped up when the massive penis got involved. Don't know what that could mean.
Is that what it says? Maybe
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what I'm
Ding
what's gonna
dong.
Make it brill. I don't know.
Good time.
I'm-
All right. Anything else about
I'll give
Steins
it
Gate?
another few hours. No, I'm just going to give it another few hours, and I'll see where I get to.
It sounds like
Another
a
few-
German
he's in
RPG.
it for 3 more
but I don't
hours.
know.
I'm going to give it a few more hours. And see
Welcome
where
to
we're up
Steins
then.
Gate.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I
Maybe
meet
it'll
you at Steins
improve.
Gate.
I will level you up.
I don't know whether it's just not aged very well because it is
Level
quite an old game at this
you
point. I think it did come out about 2013, 2010 or something.
I don't
ridiculous.
The
It's
anime
quite
came out in
old.
2011 or started coming out then. So yeah,
Yeah, I
probably.
don't. I think it's fairly old at this point, so maybe it's just not dated very well.
Maybe, or maybe it just
Don't
kind of
know.
sucks.
Yeah, maybe it's just kind of pervy.
All right. So back to me then,
geez.
or is it
Yeah,
on to
go
Chinny?
to you. Yeah, just go to
Okay,
you.
to me. I played. I had a demo that I downloaded a long time ago that I just now got around to playing called Cubic Odyssey.
Oh.
Oh.
And every review says it's like Minecraft meets No Man's Sky.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
fuck's sake,
But
didn't
here's
even
the
mention
thing.
It's like mine.
I hate that, though. I hate
Well,
it.
that's what
Oh,
everyone
Minecraft.
said in their reviews.
Yeah,
But here's the
crap.
thing: when I played it, I realized it's actually closer to Minecraft meets No Man's Sky. So
Didn't you
Okay.
just...
the first hour is just, hunting for stuff. Now, here's the good thing: you don't have amnesia. It starts you. There's a prosperous society, civilization, but there's this red plague that's attacking everything. And the queen, in her wisdom, sends a few intrepid explorers to other parts of the galaxy in order to find a solution to this red plague. So you're one of those explorers. You don't have amnesia. Yes. The other really nice thing about
Wait.
this game is that it's fully voice. No, it's not fully voice acted. But you have this drone that helps you find stuff. And so as soon as you discover it, there's like tier 1 ores, tier 2 ores, tier 3 ores. You can search for tier 1 ores. And then as soon as you find iron anywhere in the world, you can tell the drone, all right, now find me more iron. Which is so nice, because what's the most boring, tedious part of Minecraft?
Finding more stuff.
Yeah, finding
Exactly.
more stuff of the
So
stuff
this
you
game
need.
kind of takes that away by having a drone that goes, here's your iron right there, buddy. And it's like, yes, I don't have to spend an
I
hour
think they call that
randomly.
quality of life improvement.
Quality of
Yeah.
life improvement, exactly. Now, it's clear that they think they're going to be the new Minecraft, so it's like, oh, you can craft these chairs, you can craft tables, you can craft like railing for your balcony, you can craft this, you can craft that. The problem with games like this is that if you're not moving your base, which maybe you can, maybe you can't in this game, like nobody's going to spend a lot of time making a home on a planet that they're never going to come back to.
Yeah,
That was
you
the
have to
problem with
move
Starbound.
planets.
Until they let you start updating your ship, and then your ship is your base. So that's the smart way to do it. And maybe you can do that in this game. But anyway, at one point you repair a speeder, and so you have this little thing you can zoom around in, which is very nice. Again, kind of like in Minecraft when you get a horse, it's like, oh yes, I can ride this around instead of having to run everywhere. Combat's not great. There's some monsters. There's bandits. There's a story. It's trying to get you to like, you got to find the source of the Red Death. And at one point, they're using the building in the story. So you go, there's this portal, and then a monster comes through the portal. You have to defeat the monster, and then you have to go through the portal, and it's sending the red energy because there's these laser beams shooting into the portal, and you have to block those laser beams using a special kind of brick, and then blocking it by building in front of it. So it's like, okay, that's kind of cute. I see what you did there. It doesn't go very far, obviously. You can't really make building a... I mean, Dragon Quest Builders 2, I think, did it apparently very well. People on the survival Reddit often say, if you want a game that involves building for a good reason, check out Dragon Quest Builders 2.
When you said this was Minecraft meets No Man's Sky, you was not shitting about like this is.
I'm not... No, that's exactly what it is.
You're not shitting
You know,
about.
I haven't
or
really gotten
shitting
to the...
up or down
No, I
or
was
around
not
your.
shitting or
There's no
shitting
shit
about
anywhere.
or shitting on the game.
No.
Not a piece of shit to be found.
No, it is definitely Minecraft meets.
So can you just
No,
just
no,
asking? Can you, if you get in your spaceship, can you leave the planet into the
So
atmosphere?
that's the thing. I didn't get to the part where you repair the spaceship. I got to a certain point.
No Man's Sky.
Well, I mean, people say it is, and I think that eventually, if I kept playing it, which I didn't, because I, played about an hour of the demo, and I was like, all right, it's cute. I don't think I'm going to stick with it, but whatever. People say that, yeah, you do reach a point where you fix your ship and then you go from planet to planet. So yes, it does have that aspect in it apparently, but I can't say that for sure because I didn't get there myself.
It does sound kind. I mean, it does look kind of. It looks like someone took Minecraft and reskinned it.
Yeah.
It does
So,
look like that.
it's voxel, it's squares. And the funny thing is at the beginning of the game when it's showing you this, a civilization with the queen and everything, it zooms out to show you the world and it's a big cube world with rings, like square rings around it. I was like, all right, that's pretty cute.
Yeah.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
So it's a clever game in that regard. You're using a laser to, mine with instead of a pickaxe. You got to make battery packs instead of crafting, things after they break or whatever. So, yeah, it's exactly what it says on the tin. It's cute. It's kind of fun. Maybe at some point I'll get it. I don't think I wish listed it.
No. I mean, it
Yeah.
looks alright, but the trouble
It's
is,
alright.
stuff like this for me, they're all too samey, aren't they? I get that it is sort of reskinned as a space Minecraft, but it's essentially just Minecraft, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Well, that's the thing is that like if you're going from planet to planet, then presumably the combat's not great, but maybe there's other aspects to it. It depends on
Maybe.
how fun the ship flying is. It depends on how interesting the story missions are. Which the first hour they're not very interesting. Whatever.
No, it's kind of cool.
But
I mean,
there's
it's
free
kinda cool
demo.
idea.
People have like 2 hours of gameplay on YouTube for the demo, so apparently it's a pretty long demo. You keep playing for a long time. And you get to the building menu and it's like, okay, you can't, this is not in the demo. So you can see the depth, but you can't experience the depth.
You can't experience it.
So that's Cubic Odyssey. Chinny, how about you?
Well, I've been playing more Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4.
Oh,
he's
dude,
in.
shredding
He's
gnarly,
in.
puffy rails.
Dude, gnarly Ollie, dude. Can you
Yeah.
flip flop off this grind?
Yeah, tic tac on the double half pipe.
Yo, did you nose grab while doing the 900?
Yeah,
dude?
360 vert.
Dude, I've got chronic back pain due to all the skating, dude. Playing more of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4.
How about that?
How about that?
So I think I said this on the show a couple of weeks ago. I got massively addicted to a game in 2005 called Tony Hawk's American Wasteland. And
Wasteland, yes.
so I've had a bit of history, but not loads
You've got
of history.
form. You've got form.
But
haven't you?
these are early games. These all came out a year in space. So like 99, 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003. And I sort of missed them all, really. Wasn't really interested. I think I might have played a few. But it was very much a PlayStation 1, 2 thing, and I never really had a PlayStation 1 or 2. But when American Wasteland came along, I really enjoyed it. And the way I played it, this was pre-YouTube. Well, I know YouTube came out in 2005, but I found a video walkthrough of all the gaps, all the goals, all the challenges in American Wasteland in 2005 on a website, and it just recorded all the video clips. This was just a random website, no YouTube, nothing. And I went through it and I did it all. I got 1,000 achievement points.
Cool.
And I got a bit of that bug again 20 years later.
Okay.
Where, because I really enjoy, like, because the part of the challenge of Tony Hawk maps are you've got 2 minutes to sort of, some are easy to figure out, like score a lot of points and, you know, do this and impress the 5 skaters that are scattered around the map.
Yeah.
Some of them are like, not as obvious, like how do you do this, or how do you
get the guy's tongue unstuck from the tree?
Yeah, well, you just bump into him. That's not that difficult.
Sure.
But there's one where like you've got to get a secret tape, or you've got to find all the pumpkins in this one area and all this sort of stuff. And you're like, well, I don't mind. I don't think it's a bad thing that I go on YouTube, I find a guide, because it's one thing knowing how to do it, but it's another thing doing it as well.
Actually do it.
Yeah, executing
That's
it.
right.
So I think the fun really isn't, like, some people like to find it and stuff, but I haven't got time for that. But look, just execute. Just like, right, I know what I got to do. Now I got to try and do it. And
make this skateboard sing underneath me.
I'm just a sucker for a task list. Do you know what I mean? I'm just a sucker for it.
Sure.
And there's like, oh yeah, all these maps have got like a list of things to do, and I don't think I've played this since Wednesday or Thursday, but I've been thinking about it every day since it's probably because last week when we played it for the Play My Game, which I was kind of like done with it, and I played Tony Hawk 1 and 2, and it didn't take me as much. Like I just saw it got quite hard, and I was like, I can't be bothered. But I don't know, there's something about this one that I'm like, oh, I'm getting into it, so I might try 1 and 2 again. I'm really, really enjoying it. I've unlocked all the maps, and I think when you do all the goals, you unlock the pro challenges, and then if you want to do, there's a lot to do in the game basically, because there's in every map there's like a lot of gaps, and basically gaps are you've got to jump from one thing to the other, and they're extremely niche or like hard to find, and so there's a lot, and there's guides on YouTube which I'll try and do, but I don't know, it's just something that I've been really enjoying. And there's like an achievement for getting 1 million combo, and I've been trying to get that. Very difficult to do. So it's
so
it's good.
let me. I mean, There was a game, I can't remember what it was called now. It was like a skating shooting game that you played.
Thunderdrome.
Yeah.
Thunderdrome.
Yeah, is it
Thunderdrome,
sort of scratching the same kind of
I
itch?
guess so. Thunderdrome was sort of, yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, that was less trick based, more sort of clear the area. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I think just the mechanic.
But it is that sort of not I say point attack, more goal attack, isn't it? It's sort of achieving the goals in the game, I suppose.
I think that was more sort of like, yeah, you are projecting. You know, you're always going forward. But that was on roller skates. But you know, certain enemies would have certain ways of dying, and you'd have to use different weapons to kill them. And whereas this is much more like trick based, and I just think the mechanics of Tony Hawk's games, well, these modern ones, I can't speak for the old ones, but these modern ones, they just feel great, you know. And they're a reason why they were so successful 25 years ago. It's just because they just feel really good to play. Like, they're good fun, and when you combo in, you know, like a grind to a manual, back to a grind, and then you go
when
up
you're in the flow.
and you're in the flow.
So gnarly.
It's and you know, do I end the combo here? Do I keep going?
Knowing that you could lose it all if you don't land right.
Yeah, there's something to it, and you know, when you like, there's the airport level where, like, I hadn't got the top score on it, so I was like, right, I'm gonna make it all the way from the top to the bottom of the airport level, because it's quite a linear level, and I'm gonna make it all from the top to the bottom with one combo, and I did it, and I did up the high score all in one go.
Wow.
It's just cool. Like, I just enjoy playing these games. And I play the multiplayer. The multiplayer is a quick way to find out how bad you are at the game. There are more people that are not as good as you, or not as good as me, than there were better than me. But there was one guy, and he was just getting ridiculous. Like, I don't know how he did it, and it was like me competing against Tony Hawk for real, and it was like, there's no point in me playing it. So I didn't really take
quite
to the.
Obviously had a modded controller.
Well, I don't know. I think he was just very, very, very good.
He was glitching, man. He was glitching.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
he's been playing this game for 6 weeks.
You sound like every COD troll. Do you know what I mean?
That's why I said it, man.
Lag switch.
Lag switch.
Lag switch.
No, so I wasn't really taken with the online as much, but I gave it a go. But yeah, I really love the single player game, and there's lots to do, and I think I've dabbled a few maps on the 4, but I'm still on 3, and I'm just gonna keep playing it, and yeah, I really, really enjoy it. Really, really enjoy it. So Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4, yeah, an unexpected hit for me. I thought it'd
Cool
be
guy, Tony Hawk.
Cool guy. Yeah, I didn't think I'd play this again after the Play My Game Bitch, but here I am.
Here we are. Here we go.
There we go.
We've heard you say that before. You're not going to continue playing the game, and then look what happens.
Yeah, then I'll play it for like 75 million hours.
Exactly. Duke, I think we'll come back to you because I've only got one more game apart from the.
Okay, well, first of all, I was playing Rocket League with somebody today, and he was like, follow my Twitch, everybody. And it's like, dude, you really being that thirsty to like beg people in your Rocket League? I don't know anybody who would be willing to even go to your Twitch page once.
Yeah. What you should do is listen to the veteran gamers this podcast,
yeah.
I'm not going to spam that in the chat. Jesus. How pathetic do you have to be like, hey, man, follow my Twitch. Follow my Twitch. Anyway, also AP scores came out. Woo! My students did a really good job this year. Yay. Okay, video games. After playing Cubic Odyssey, I was like, I am in the mood for a crafting game. I want to go back to something that I know is good. Force of Nature 2 is a very good crafting game. The combat's not great, so although I like the depth and the basic nature of the crafting, I really can't get on with the combat, but it's early. I'm going to go back into it, see how I can do on that game.
Yeah.
Sneezing.
Yes, I had to sneeze there. Excuse me. Hi.
Oh,
and then I realized, you know what? I need to play one of the classic cozy crafting games. Stu, you've played this one.
One, Stardew Valley. I don't know.
No. It's set in a very specific place.
Really?
A real place.
I don't play very many crafting games.
You played this one.
I was going to look at your list then because I was going to cheat.
No, I wrote it as mystery game, so you can't cheat. It starts with a D.
D. See, I'm crap at these guessing games. I'm too old to guess shit these days.
Apparently.
What's the matter with you?
Australia. Dinkum.
Oh, Dinkum, I have played a little bit of this.
Dinkum.
Not loads. I've played quite a bit of it.
Dinkum
I
is
like
a
it.
very good crafting game. Yeah, it's cute. It's kind of annoying with the birds that chase after you. I set up right near some of those birds that chase after you, and I'm like, go
Yeah.
away, leave me alone. So,
It's Animal
that's kind of
Crossing,
annoying.
cross with Stardew Valley, cross with...
Oh yeah.
stuff.
Oh, it's a total ripoff of those games.
Yeah.
But it's in Australia, so people are always saying Bonza and like, hey, it's a lovely Arv, isn't it? It's like, okay, sure. Anyway, it's a great game, a lot of fun, really well made. I'm
It's
having a good
really well
time with it
made, and
again.
It's slick.
It is slick. It's just
It is
polished
slick.
and it's fun and it's cute and it's got these things to do, but it's not overwhelming. And yeah, I'm just loving it. So
It's a good
Dinkum.
game.
It is a good game. And if you haven't ever played it, I don't know if there's a demo or not, but it's well worth your time. If you like Stardew Valley type games, especially. The one thing I don't like about it is that a lot of the island is like orange and yellow, and so I like setting up where it's green. So whatever, that can be tricky to find a place that's green, so that's a lovely little spot for you to live in. And terraforming takes a very long time. I wish it were easier to terraform because you basically have to move one shovel worth of dirt at the time, and eventually you can get like a wheelbarrow which will hold like 6 shovels of dirt at a time, but it's still very slow to terraform things. So I just wish it were easier to landscape, but that's all. That's the only real complaint I have about it.
Yeah.
Other than
no,
that,
it's a decent game.
awesome. Yep, fun social stuff, doing quests for people, fishing, planting trees, gathering fruit and then planting the fruit to grow the fruit bush. Yeah, it's really good. I love Dinkum. It's a fun game.
Cool.
That's all I have to say about that. Go ahead, Stu. What do you got?
Go on. I'll talk. I have played not a ton of the altars, but I have played quite a bit more of the altars this week. I'm getting into it. This game. It's not at the moment. It's not stressful. Maybe that's going to change. I don't know. Chini will probably tell me that it is. But it's kind of got that cozy game factor about it, because once you've got everything automated and you've made all of your mining operations and you've got all your altars manning them during the day.
Are you still on Act 1?
Yeah, of course I am. I ain't played that much of it.
Right.
I'm getting there though. I've figured out. You see, I didn't.
So it's a relaxing game, other than that message every time you wake up in the morning saying, "The sun is coming and will kill you and burn you
Well, it's
inside
not at the moment.
out."
It's saying the sun is far away.
Oh,
It just
don't
keeps
worry,
saying the
that'll
sun is-
change.
No, I'm sure it will. But I didn't do something for ages in Act 1 where you had to blast some rocks to trigger a cutscene where he's like, "Oh, we ain't ever getting over this lava."
Oh, yeah.
So I didn't do that for ages. I'd already made another altar at that point, because then it tells you to make another altar. But I'd already done that because I was like, I wonder if you can just do it without it prompting you. Oh, of course you can. So I made the miner. So I made the miner altar. So I made him. Now I've got to make the scientist. And I've realised something.
Is the miner the first one you've made?
Pardon?
Is the miner the first one you've made?
No, I made it's the engineer, the first
Technician,
one you
the
make,
technician,
isn't it?
the first one.
Technician, engineer dude.
Mm-hmm.
But I've noticed something about the technician.
Go on.
He is always angry. Whenever you look at his mood, it's angry. He's always angry about something. There's whatever you do, right? You do. I've made him a dormitory. I had to move all the fucking base around to fit it in, because you've got to move all your shit.
Yeah.
And I did all that stuff. And then he's like complaining, "Oh, there's not enough storage." So then I had to move everything around again to create more storage for him. It's no good at getting all this shit if there's nowhere to store it. He's always fucking angry. It's like, calm down a bit.
There is a story moment where you might change.
What, where he's not angry anymore? Because at the moment, he's always angry. And I'm like, what are you angry about? Because I've nowhere to... And he's so snarky as well, right? I went up to him and I said, why are you so angry? You could ask him why he was angry. Why are you so angry? And he's like, well, maybe sleeping on the floor has something to do with that. I was like...
Yeah, maybe.
Oh. This guy is such a... He's like, it's all right for you sleeping in the captain's bed. I expected to come home one night, and then realised he was like in the bed already. But he didn't. I'd made him a dormitory, and he was happier for about a day, and then he was angry again about something else. And at the moment, I don't know what he's angry about. But I'm worried he's going to stab me in my sleep. He's always rebellious as well. He's always angry and rebellious. I know, no matter what you do. But it is cool. This game is cool. But it does stuff that I hadn't noticed before. Whereas I've been burning the midnight oil a bit because I've been trying to get stuff set up, and then it's what I hadn't realised. The background. At first, I thought it was a glitch because the background starts to go blurry. And I'm like, why is it blurry in the back? Is that some sort of weird graphic glitch thing going?
Nope.
And then I looked at the time. I'm like, oh, fuck it, it's 1:15 in the morning.
That'll
That's
do it.
why, because I need to go to bed. So he does some really cool, like, subtle, like, visual stuff to give you messages if you don't, if you're not checking the time. Because when you start crafting stuff, time passes really quickly. You don't realise quite how much time has gone by, do you? Because you can, even crafting a new pylon or a new mining rig, it's like takes about 3 or 4 hours.
Well, it stops you twice. It stops you at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, that happened, and I'm like, why did it stop? And I did it again.
It stops you at 8 o'clock to say you're tired, and then when it stops you at 11 o'clock to say you're exhausted, and you craft slower when you're tired as well.
Yeah, and I just kept going. I just kept going till because I'm like, well, I need to finish.
But at that
this
point,
shit.
it's not efficient to do it because you might as well go to bed.
I know, but I wanted to get it finished off because the next day I wanted to start fresh and have my mining rig ready because I found a rubidium deposit, like deep deposit, where I'm like, well, I got loads of rubidium here, so I need to get this shit sorted.
But the problem is, the later you go to bed, the later you wake up.
I know, it's all a fucking knock-on effect,
Yeah.
But it's those things that make this game so fucking cool. Because everything has a, like you say, another knock-on effect or an effect on everything that comes afterwards, The dudes are out there working, then they'll probably start, they haven't done this yet, but they're probably going to start complaining if I'm getting up late, we've been working all day, you lazy bastard. I thought it was kind of cool how they introduced the miner. Because of obviously something happens in his life prior to going there that gets rectified.
Yeah.
And that's kind of interesting, I was like,
it gets more interesting actually as well.
Yeah, I love all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And the sort of realistic reactions to that stuff happening, because you can imagine if that happened to you, you would react in the exact same way. Yeah.
I think that the dialogue is some of the best in
I do. I think the writing, the
it's
dialogue,
so well
the
done.
way it's crafted, the story beats so far have been brilliant. I'm really loving this game. I mean, I don't like crafting games.
No, it's not. Well, it's not really a crafting.
But
game.
It's not.
It
really,
isn't.
it's kind of a crafting.
It is kind of, but
there's crafting options, but it's not really.
But
a crafting game.
it's simplistic enough that I'm okay with it. You know, I'm not sort of overawed or thinking, oh, I've got to go and fucking collect 100 million of these to do this. It's more resource management, I guess, isn't it? Because it's like making sure you've got radiation batteries. It's making, like, when you get there's one place where you go and there's metal and enriched metal, but because it's enriched metal, it's radioactive, so you could only work there so long before you start getting irradiated. And then it can take
to extract the good stuff from that metal, you've got to do something else as well. You've got to go to the refinery.
And then it takes like 2 days for the radiation to go away. You know what I mean? To sort of get cured, as it were. So I love all of that. I think it's super cool, and you've got to keep looking what the other. I mean, at the moment I've only got 3 altars, so I've not got loads.
No.
But I'm guessing the more you get, the more complex it becomes. Trying to manage all the needs and what they want to do.
It'd be interesting to have a little bit of a spoiler cast on it.
Just to see the differences between our altars and how we sort of.
Because we can have very, very different playthroughs. When at certain points in the game, we can have very different playthroughs.
Yeah, I mean, because there's the only way that gets affected though is by your dialogue choices, I'm guessing, and also when you build stuff or don't build stuff. No. Wow.
There are key moments in the game and decisions.
Okay.
Could change things.
But that being said, I'm loving this game. I really like it.
Honestly, it's gonna be hard to knock this game off the top for me. It's
Yeah, well,
beautiful.
I can understand why, because like I say, it's just all the subtle dynamics, and even the people you're speaking to on Earth or wherever the hell that is, and
I think it
how
is. I think it
much
is
you-
Earth. Yeah, I think they do say it.
yeah, how much you can trust what they're saying to you. You know what I mean?
Yep.
There's a lot of that going on, and a lot of political espionage and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and massive corporation stuff.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's a very cool, very well made, slick game so
Yeah,
far, and
yeah,
I
yeah.
can't see it being any different.
You'll
since
see
before
why
I
like
played this.
I'd want to play it again. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you'd be like, right, yeah, I can see.
I love
Yeah.
it. I really love it.
It's
And I like Chinny. I would wholeheartedly. I mean, I was talking to Sean about this,
Mm-hmm.
who's a massive fan of base building. You know, he spent, you know, in Fallout 4, he spent freaking hours just building his community and base and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, have you played the altars? And he's like, he didn't even know what it was. He's like, what's that? I'm like, I said, I think you'd really enjoy it because it's all about resource management and building a base and stuff. And he's like, oh, I've never even heard of it. And I'm like, is that general or is that just him? You know what I mean? Because he has Game Pass, he plays a lot of games.
Yeah.
You know, whether he didn't realise what it was or how it worked, I don't know. But I don't know whether that's a general thing or whether that, you know, is it niche? I don't know. I just
I
really
think it
like
is quite niche, but yeah, I don't know. I don't hear a lot of people talk about it, but the people that do talk about it either focus on the unfortunate event of them using a little bit of AI, which they've now rectified, or they say what we're saying, Stu, where they go, "This is a really interesting, fascinating game that they've never quite come across before." And I don't hear many people. The podcasts that I listen to, they move on so quick, you know. They move from one game to another, and they play whatever's new, and now it's Donkey Kong, you know, and they've moved on. So.
See, I'm trying to do what you're doing and not do that this year. So I am trying to concentrate on getting stuff finished. But
Yeah.
it is difficult. It's difficult.
It's difficult.
isn't
I'm
it?
enjoying my year of playing new stuff, though. Do you know what I mean? It's quite it's quite refreshing, really, to be not caught up so much, but like a bit more current than I have been. You know, it's quite nice. Yeah, and I wouldn't have played this, which you know, which is good.
Yeah, I think that's the good thing about it. It is finding those gems amongst all the dross. you
Yeah,
know, and
but this is
that's what you're always
this is
looking
absolutely
for.
great. Like I just love it so much. The altars, I just love it.
Okay, right. We'll come back to you, Duke. I think you've got maybe a couple.
Yeah,
more to
come
quickly
back to
talk about
me.
before we do the,
Sizable is a puzzle game. It's one of these great ones you can just bop in, do a puzzle. I had 10 minutes before the show started. I bopped in, did one, came out, 3 minutes remaining. Every level, it has a very small little scenario. The one I did before the game was the desert with the pyramid, and the top of the pyramid was gone. So the only thing you can really do in the game is to adjust the size of the various things in the game. So,
Oh
Andre,
no!
stop. It's just the Duchess. Calm down. Good boy. Yes, it's very exciting when she's out there and you can see her through the window. Thank you. So anyway, yeah, the level I did was the pyramids. And so they have a cloud, and when you make the cloud bigger, it starts like a storm. So the wind goes whoosh, and it blows stuff away. Hey, there's the level I was doing. Yeah. And, you know, it's not anything too brain taxing. Mostly, you know, eventually at certain points you might end up like just flipping everything back and forth to see what it does. But
It's a
what you
game
need to
where
do
you
is find
can
these.
you can fiddle around with things and just guess it.
All you can do is make
Yeah,
things bigger or smaller.
Yeah,
That's
it's
the
like
whole
an
mechanic of the
isometric.
game.
But I suppose what I'm
Yep.
saying is, you can win by just clicking stuff and trying. it
Yeah,
out.
and sometimes it's a little tricky because you got to move some stuff around and then make it bigger, or smaller, or,
Yeah.
you know, whatever. But you know, it's a really cool, fun little game. Very well made. The aesthetics are great.
They're
Stop
just
sniffing
like
my
cool
foot.
dioramas, aren't they?
They are cool dioramas, yeah. And there's like a special hidden turtle in the top right corner of the screen. You can see the turtle icon.
Yeah.
In every level, there's a turtle. So it's one thing to get the 3 pillars, which allows you to conquer the level, but I'm making it. I have to find the turtle every time as well. So there was one level recently I played where there's a lamp, and you have to move the lamp around in order to see the different things in the level. And I'd gotten the pillars, and I was like, "Where's the turtle?" And I realized eventually you have to bring it up to the top of the screen. There's like a shelf, and then the turtle was on the shelf. So you have to put the lamp down and then click the turtle. And I was like, I see you, turtle. I got you.
So is it just a case of finding the pillars and then putting them in place? Is that it? Is that the game?
Yep, that's all you're doing every level. Now that's very basic, because sometimes what you have to do, like for instance, the Leaning Tower of Pisa level has these scaffolds, and if you make them smaller, then the tower leans in that direction, and there's this marble on top of the tower that will then fall on the house tops, and then you can arrange the house tops in terms of their size so that it creates a little path for the ball to go down. So there are things, I mean, all you're doing is making things bigger or smaller, but the way you do that can affect a lot of stuff in the diorama there. So it's cute. It's very clever. It's very interesting in how it's organized. Sometimes it's a little like, okay, how was I supposed to figure that out? Because I had just played around with stuff, and then I eventually got it, and I was like, oh, I didn't understand how that could possibly work like that. But whatever. It's generally very well made. Mostly elegant puzzles, and like I said, very well made. Sounds, music, all very good. If you're looking for a fun, cute little puzzle game, Sizable is your jam.
Cool.
And I went back to Need for Speed Unbound, but there's not much to say about that.
There's not much to say about that. Right, shall we talk about this week's Play My Game Bitch, which Jason
Play My Game Bitch
suggested.
Yeah, bitch! Yeah, bitch!
Play my game, bitch.
Yeah, it's got the Breaking Bad connection.
Yeah, bitch!
Before we get to it, sorry, Steve Pemberton asked in the chat, could we play Once Human with me and Jacinta? I don't know that she's playing it anymore. Hey, get off those books. Sorry, dog's trying to climb up on the books. Maybe she is, but she had said that she reached a point where she was like, oh, it feels like they're just trying to suck money out of us. So anyway, but I would love to play with you, dude. The time zones might be tricky to coordinate the UK and Australia, but I'm only 6 hours behind you, so holler at your boy.
Holler at your boy. Yeah, he's also asked how I'm getting on with Exhibition 33. No, I haven't finished that one yet. I know. But the trouble with the summer is, I go out for a walk instead, than play games. So I don't play as much gaming in the summer as I do in the winter, because in the summer I want to get out, get a bit of exercise, get a bit of fresh air. So it's more difficult, I guess. So, yeah. But let's talk quickly about.
He asked about Rosa as well.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see that one.
I introduced Rosa to Shrek yesterday.
How
did Shrek was leaving Netflix, and Tara says,
"Oh, Shrek is classic.
She should watch Shrek." And she wanted to watch Teletubbies, and I was like, "Let's watch Shrek."
Oh man!
And she just didn't say a word when the whole thing was on. She just stared at the TV.
Really?
We watched half of it yesterday. We watched half of it today, and she loved it. She just thought it was.
That's quite impressive.
It's the best, and it holds up. That film. It holds up. It's a good little film.
It's a good film.
So she's good. She's good.
That's good.
Yay, Rosa. Yay, Shrek. All right, back into the dawn.
This is
you're a fox and you're a journalist.
Well, you can choose either, can't you? You can be a policeman as well, can't you? You can choose which one you want to, what story you want to go down.
Yeah. So you're a journalist if you're a fox, and then you're trying to report on this polluter, and maybe the guy's trying to buy you off, and if you say no, then you get framed for drug possession.
Yeah, you do.
And you go to prison.
And you go to prison, man. And then you've got to escape. Get out.
Yes,
John.
and how do you escape from prison? First of all, the dialogue is sparklingly realistic. I think the people who wrote this game went to prison. I wrote down one of the lines of dialogue. You ready? Here we go. You can just imagine this in a prison, right? Hi, I'm Thomas, your new cellmate. I feel like I'm in a maximum security prison there. That's exactly how they would likely talk in a prison.
Maybe he's just a nice inmate, you know what I mean? Because some of these people aren't.
Yes, but if you're a nice inmate, you don't start the conversation. Hi, I'm Thomas. I'm your new cellmate.
Hello.
Well, he might do.
You're going to get shanked. Hey.
Well, he does get shanked.
Thomas.
I got shanked. I don't know
All
about
right,
you
then. Well, that's because he's being a herb.
Not
You
by
got to be
Thomas.
cool, man.
Not by Thomas, though.
No, I know, but I'm saying, though, it's not realistic prison dialogue. Come on.
Hello, welcome to the prison. This is your cell.
I think you'll find it a lovely place
Would
to
you
spend
like
a
the
year.
top bunk? It's lovely up there. In fact, we were
making moonshine in the
Yeah. Oh.
I thought this game was pretty good actually.
because
really
it's a
liked
visual novel. That's why you like it.
It's not a visual
not really.
novel.
No, it isn't.
I mean, okay, fine. There's a lot of dialogue, and okay, yay, I get a job in prison, hooray!
Yeah,
but
did
first,
that.
paperwork. Great, I get to
well,
complete some paperwork
No,
before
no,
I
you
get
have
my
to go, you do
prison
the
job
paperwork. Then you go and see the doctor to get an
Right.
exam. You know,
to
so you
get
can
a
be cleared for
certificate,
hell.
which is more
And
paperwork.
she's pretty chatty. She's like, I'm not supposed to talk to prisoners, but seeing as there's
She's
no
a
one else
dirty
here, why
flirt, is
not?
what she is.
Yeah, she was. Why not? And then I went and did my job. Then I went and had some chow, and you can share your chow to get respect and stuff.
did
and
you
earn
share
some
it with?
reputation.
Again, that's
Uh,
exactly
I
how it
think it
works
was
in
a
prison.
hippo.
Have
It was
some
a
of my
hippo.
peaches.
Yeah.
You're my
So
best
you're
You're trying to
friend.
get,
Yeah.
well, the reason why you share it is because you're trying to gain rep, isn't it?
Yeah, you want to get some
Again,
rep,
that's
you know.
how it works in prison. You
Yeah.
gain
Well,
rep.
it kind of is. isn't it?
Ask
You get
anybody.
people stuff. And then
Well, I
they'll
wouldn't
be
know. I've
friends
never
with
been
you.
in prison.
Have you not?
So,
Never
do
lived,
you know what?
never
I
lived.
hate to break it to you, Duke, but this is not a simulator. This
I
is
know it's
kind
not.
of a
That's my
fun-
problem with it. It's not at all
a
real.
fun-
I expected the
It doesn't
Fox
have to be
journalist
real. It's a
prison
fucking
game
fox
to be
in a
realistic.
prison. What are you expecting?
The
It's
reason
not a
you like it, Stu.
person.
The reason you like it, Stu, is because it says at one point the menu says, or the tooltip says, "What happens to food after you eat it?" When you hover over the toilet, it says, "What happens to food after you eat it?" You can go to the bathroom, and you have to go to the bathroom on a regular basis. So poop
fair
is
enough.
a big part of this
Why
game.
not? Why not?
It's not a simulator, but they've got poop realism.
Well, they've
so,
got
you know.
some realism in it. But yeah, so I came out of the canteen. It's like, oh, explore the exercise yard and stuff. And there's all fucking gangs, right? And I get to the first corner, and some dude's like, oh, you can't come past here unless you give me some money.
Yeah.
And I'd only just got enough money to phone my lawyer because I didn't have enough money to do that. I'm like, oh, I've got enough money to phone the lawyer now.
He was an
We're
alligator,
gonna do
wasn't
that.
he? He's an alligator.
Yeah, an alligator, right? What did you do? Because I'm like, fuck you, I'll fight you. So I
Shove
felt
his nose bone into his brain is what you do. I
Yeah.
run this yard, bitch.
I fought
Yeah.
him and lost badly.
Yeah, it didn't go
Of
well,
course.
does it?
You're a weakling
Doesn't
fox.
go well. And he does all these bloody super mega freaking attack things on you. Combos.
I threw soap at him and everything, but it didn't work.
Yeah, I mean, I tried all sorts of stuff, and that guy's hard.
Hmm.
And then he just took all my money, and I'm thinking I should have just given him half my money and got past him, you know,
Yeah.
rather than
Yeah.
fight to do. You learn very quickly in prison. It's better to just, you know, at the beginning to give in to these big dudes because they're gonna kick your ass.
Well, yeah, you don't
Um,
make waves. Nobody here is your friend. That's what the guy says in the movie Slam.
Yeah. And then he said, go to wherever and work out. You've got to do these things. I mean, it gives you, like, you know, the instructions on stuff you've got to do.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'll go there and do that. And, yeah, that didn't work very well either because the guy's like, oh, you've got to, you know, pay to use that bench press or whatever. So, and then I had money because the fucking alligator had taken it all.
Fucking alligator.
Prison's harsh, man.
Yeah.
Prison is harsh.
I don't know. That's not what I hear.
Yeah. But I actually quite like this game. I did want to keep playing it, but I'm like, I need to play the altars. So I actually stopped playing this to go back to the altars. But otherwise, I think I would have carried on playing it because I thought it was pretty well done. I thought it was quite cool. So
I think
don't know.
I
What
think
about
it is.
you?
I think it is well done, but I don't like it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
is-
not for me.
it's a game.
I recognize
it-
the
I can
quality in it.
You start playing it and you're like, yeah, there's quality here. There's options here. You know what I mean? I can tell there's quite a big world here where you know, you can gain rep and you can do this and you can smuggle that and you can get quests from gangs and you can join gangs. Seems quite deep.
Yeah, and every other person you walk past is like, psst,
Yeah,
new
but
dude, come here.
I don't know. For me, it's just not. There's a lot of reading.
Well, of course. I mean, it's an indie game.
It's a
you
lot of
know,
reading,
no,
and
these guys couldn't afford voice actors.
I know, and it's not even like great reading either. You know, it's just sort of like, I don't know. It didn't grab me for some reason. I'm not sure why. It seemed. I don't know. I just. Sorry, my throat is going. There's just something about it that just sort of rubbed me the wrong way. Like, I just don't know what it is. Maybe because they're all animals and that kind of. It's like there's just. I wish they were just. If they were just humans, like it would probably attract me more if they're just normal people. But I've got
I
no
didn't mind
reason.
That. I must admit, that didn't bother me.
I've got no reason not to like it, but I just don't like it. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. There's something. I think it's just because they're animals. I think it is.
That's weird. I
That's
didn't
weird.
mind that because I'm like,
Everyone's got their quirks. Because you
Yeah,
like
yeah.
furries. You're all into the furry maid school. The cats, the girls dressed up as cats, and this was right up your alley. Hey, all right.
Yeah.
there you go. That must be it.
There you
I
go.
don't mind.
Yeah.
I don't mind the animals.
Yeah.
Sure.
I kind of like how the personalities reflect what animal they are.
Yeah. Like all the security are dogs, aren't they?
Yeah, all the security are dogs.
Hmm.
There's like a psycho snake who sort of just
Snake?
talks
Snake!
weirdness.
Snake!
Yeah.
I kind of like. I liked all the subtleties. You know, the fact you can like listening to people's conversations and getting info by doing stuff.
Yeah. I
like
did a
that,
quest
or
for a gang where you got to shove something like a paper bag under a bed or something in a different
Yeah.
cellmates thing, and yeah, it seemed like there's a lot there, but I just wasn't interested in it.
And
I
it
don't know.
looks cool. I think it's pretty well presented. I
It's
like
like-
the
it's like-
graphics.
I love Prison Architect, but I wouldn't want to play. I wouldn't want to be a prisoner in Prison Architect. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I
but
just-
do you not want to escape? Do you
no,
want to
just stay
break
in
out
there.
of
Just
prison?
do it time. Just do it time.
Do your time.
Yeah.
But I thought it was pretty good. I liked it. It's a big thumbs up from me, anyway.
It's a meh. I'm like, I can't give it a thumbs down. It's not a bad game, but it's really not for me.
I'm
Fair enough.
It's not for me, but I'll give it a thumbs up just because I think it is good.
Yeah.
I just don't. So I'm never gonna play it again.
You're never gonna play it again.
Which I did
that'll
say
be the
about
end.
Tiny Hawk 3 and 4, and here I am.
Yeah, and then look what happened.
Yeah, but I definitely won't play
I
it again.
have got a suggestion for next week.
Oh, yeah?
Oh.
Aviotic Factor?
But we've got to spend cold hard cash on it.
Or Aviotic Factor's on Game Pass, and I hear it's a really good game.
No,
What is it?
No, it's called
Aviotic Factor?
Abiotic.
It's called Split, but it's S.P.L.I.T.
What is it?
It's a cyberpunk hacking game.
Okay.
It's only it'll be, I think it's about $3 for you. It's about
$2.54.
Yeah, $2.50. So it's cheap as chips. But it's got
Psychological horror game.
It looks kind of. I don't think it is a horror though. I think it's more.
Well, that's what it says in the description on
I
Steam.
know, I
A
think
short
it's more of a
psychological horror game.
thriller. It takes about an hour to an hour and a half to finish. So you can play it in an hour.
Shinny, what do you think?
It looks kind of cool.
Where's the one that you suggested? I'm trying to look for it.
Mine's on Steam Game Pass.
What's it called? I can't
ABIOTIC FACTOR. We don't have to decide right now. This is not great radio.
Abiotic Factor. That's.
I'll tell you what. I'll be the
deciding.
deciding vote. I'm gonna look at both
Okay, you
games.
be the decider. Right. Okay.
We have
So that's
somebody in Twitch said, "How old to be considered a vet?"
Doesn't matter.
Well, you know what? If you ask the question, you're probably one of us.
Yeah.
But it's also this
Yeah.
podcast is not for children. So if you're under the age of 18, turn the show off. Go ask your parents
It's
for
not-
permission to
it's-
listen.
It's not about age. It's about how long you've gamed for.
You're great.
So
We
it's
love you.
really-
Stay with us.
Yeah,
Don't
age
leave
doesn't
us.
matter. It's not about
Fuck off,
age.
kids.
It's like you've been gaming.
We don't want
for a
kids
long
here.
time.
He's 8 years
Yeah.
old.
Fine. Ask your parents for permission.
Okay. No, they're not really.
Okay.
Yeah. So, back to the
So,
norm.
do we have emails? Is there news? Gaming news?
We have got an email. We have got an email.
Oh,
Is there
sweet.
news? I don't know. Is
Whoa, that ruled.
Go ahead. Read the email. The jingle is
that's
done.
weird. You know, I can't hear any of that jingle at all. That's weird.
Well, it's pretty weird.
It's weird. Right, anyway, the one and only email we have this week is from Jason. And he says, National Lampoon's Love Boat. That's what he said.
Okay. I know some
He
of those
says,
words.
Louisiana is still looking for one of the 10 escaped prisoners. Is this still a thing? Are they still on the loose?
I guess. I don't know.
Wow. The other day, the same prison accidentally... It's like a real-life version of Hunted, isn't it, this? Or the Running Man. I don't know. The other day, the same prison accidentally released an inmate. So they had 10 escape, and now they released someone who wasn't meant to be released. That's pretty impressive.
Lovely.
Like, how
Okay.
does that even happen? I'm not surprised if Dump, can you pardon? Can pardon
Yeah.
Gazelstein. Anything is possible. What is that even? Who's Gazelstein?
Ghislaine Maxwell was Jeffrey Epstein's #1 friend
Yes.
and kidnapper, abductor, trafficker of
Yep,
children.
yeah.
And Donald Trump was Jeffrey Epstein's best friend for 20 years.
He was not. He had nothing to do with that guy.
Yeah.
So now his Justice Department is going to like cut a deal with her where she names everybody except Trump and he gets off scot-free again. And all of his fans, his MAGA base are like, whatever, at least we get Clinton off the streets.
Immigrants.
Yeah. Oh no, you're going to send Clinton to prison. I'm going to have to sell my Clinton hat and my Clinton shoes and my Clinton Bible and my Clinton NFTs. Oh wait, we don't do that weird ass shit. We're not the same. It's not both sides. Go on. What else does the email say?
Anyway, it says anything is possible. I heard about Alcatraz and alligator jails, but what I really want to know, and I realize there is required reading, but please tell me, Mike, like
Hello?
Back to the Dawn, because if he didn't, I do believe he has lost his gaming mojo.
No, I haven't lost my gaming mojo. I've still got it.
Apparently you've lost it.
You didn't like
like
Pentiment
it.
either.
No, you didn't. totally lost it.
No, didn't like Pentiment. Didn't like.
So sometimes we just don't have overlapping Venn diagrams in terms of games we like.
He says, I tried the Alters game, and the beginning was kind of shit.
Yes.
Not as badass Stu's turn-based ass tricks. There you go.
Okay.
I mean, he's clear obscure. I'm assuming that's what he's referring to
I
there.
assume.
I didn't think the beginning of Alters is that bad, to be fair. I mean, it does take a little bit to get going, but I thought it was fine.
Yeah, I think it's
You
cool.
know what I mean? It does a good
you,
job of teaching you what you need to know.
You land on a thing and
Yeah, you
things,
land on the thing, you
everything's
need to do the thing.
mashed.
Duke, stop complaining about girls having boobs. This is like complaining about Taco Tuesdays. Go milk a goat. And you'll give Stu a break. Bayonetta is only naked when her hair doesn't cover herself. And she has lots of hair. But her is going to move around when you're whooping some ass. Yeah, it's true. It is true. Yeah, it's going to move. Stu, I am not sticking up for you on those weird RPGs, though. You're on your own. You know, the ones Duke loves to play.
What?
Mm.
I guess this is probably about Once Human. Anyway.
Yeah, maybe. Hope July was
For the
good for you
record,
because
that was never the
August-
problem.
Because August is going to be hot as fuck. Well, I
Yes,
hope it
heat
is
dome.
here
It's almost
because-
as though the whole planet is becoming uninhabitable for humans, and we need to radically change the way we deal with energy and stop burning fossil fuels. Yesterday.
You're kidding, right? It's been cold here recently. It's not been anywhere near as hot as it used to be
That's
in July.
not the point. There are people facing famine around the world because the desertification of formerly inhabitable and arable land is causing mass chaos. They have to move the capital of Indonesia because it's sinking into the ocean. The fact
Yeah,
that
but
it's
what-
cold where you are is literally not the point.
Yeah, but what about my hanging baskets, man?
Mm.
You know, they need a bit of sunshine if they're going to get like.
I know.
really cool.
Nobody
Yeah.
wants to deal
You
with
didn't
it.
think
It's
about
just
that, dude, did
not
you?
funny
No,
enough. Yeah,
no.
I know.
You know,
Trying to
and
make
I've
more
got
jokes
pots,
about the
I've got
fact that
pots
people are
and
dying.
stuff.
Oh,
Civilization
dude,
is
I'll be
killing
making
itself.
jokes when I'm like melted in the lava. Do you
That's
know what I mean?
great. I would rather we do something about it and try to transform these systems we live in because it's not impossible. We've done it before. We can do it again.
I'll be halfway in the lava and I'll be like, somebody put the aircon on. Well,
So you got? Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. It's a bummer.
Anyway, you finished your PS. There is a documentary on Netflix about people that went on a literal shit cruise for vacation.
Yeah, I
Feces
saw that
everywhere.
advertised. I'm kind of curious.
Chevy
I have a
Chase
certain
and
shot in Florida. Sorry, I have a certain shot of Florida for that. Like those documentaries about the fire festival. I've watched those like 5 times each. I just never get enough of people like, people with too much money on their hands getting burnt by scams.
What was
okay
that?
with that.
What was the other one about the concert or the sort of
fire
festival
festival,
where
fire
everyone just
festival.
went? No. There was another one where everyone just went batshit and started fucking ripping.
You're talking about
everything
Woodstock
down.
'99?
Woodstock
Could have been
99.
that. Yeah, it was that. There's a
Woodstock
documentary
99.
on that.
Yeah,
That was
sure.
fucking Crazy shit. That
Now that was a little different because that was like trying to recapture
it got out of
the beauty
control.
of Woodstock, the original Woodstock. So it wasn't like really rich people. It was just a lot of crazy
No,
kids.
no, but I
being
mean,
goofy.
it was kind of an interesting documentary on when stuff goes
sure.
wrong. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, totally.
I watched another one recently, actually, where stuff could have gone really, really wrong and didn't, which was the Fatboy Slim Big Boutique or Beach Boutique 2.
There's like
there's
some
a
vans
documentary.
drove into the thing or something. Is that?
No, nothing happened. I mean, it could have gone very badly wrong because the local council at Brighton, for anyone who doesn't know, during the was it European Cup, with the men's European Cup in the early 2000s, Fatboy Slim decided to throw a free rave on Brighton Beach. So there was no tickets needed. You could just turn up. The local council estimated about 50 to 80,000 people would turn up. And when it finally got to the day, 250,000 people turned up. So it was like triple what they were expecting.
And the authorities were trying to get there, but there was a bridge and they were about to cross it, and this guy gave him the finger and cut the rope so they couldn't cross the bridge. Throw back to the Prodigy, music for the jilted generation.
Right, okay.
Remember that?
Anyway, so anyway, there were 200, and it was just rammed. I mean, you've never seen so many people in one place. And they were going to pull the plug and go, no, man, this can't, there's too many people here, it can't go ahead. And then someone said, yeah, but if we pull them, like, they're quite happy now. The crowd are a happy crowd at the moment. If we now tell them that Fatboy Slim isn't going to play, this could get ugly. So they just decided to let it go ahead.
Path of least resistance, man.
Yeah,
Don't start none, won't be none.
Exactly, because they were like, if we pull the plug on this, it could. But at the end of it all, they kind of got away with it. Do you know what I mean? People, but they had to close the train station when everyone's trying to get, because there was so many people trying to get a train home. And everyone just ended up sleeping on the beach and stuff. So there was, like, the morning after, there was still people everywhere.
Dude.
But if you've never seen
it, and the reason it didn't get out of hand is because he kept telling the people, hey, people, drop the hate. Forgive each other.
Yeah.
Are these more lyrics?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know about you now, but I made up my mind.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I want to be in that number.
It was. I kind of like documentaries like that. Anyway, he says Chevy Chase and Cousin Eddie missed out. It was straight out of the Gulf of America. Lol. Same spot.
Gulf of America is near Russia.
Timing is everything, Jay. So he went on.
Shitter's full.
His
yeah, classic reference. I like it. Christmas Vacation. It's not a great movie, but that one line is great.
So there you go. So thank you, Jason. Right,
thank you, Jason.
A couple of speed pipes off Jacinta.
Aw, yeah.
Speak
pipe. It's the way to leave a message for us.
And I did get your email, Jacinta, but I can't find the spot you're talking about. In the future, if you give me a time code, I can find it very easily. But the part where the trees attack her or whatever it is, like I can't read that. All right, so here we go. This is Speak Pipe number 771, and it's from Jacinta.
Hi guys. Just wanted to acknowledge just you that yes, I understand that I can't be too critical when I play games that are less than perfect in terms of gender representation. I do think it's a little bit different to something like Stellar Blade because Once Human has like optional microtransactions. But yeah, it's not perfect and I get that. So sorry. But broadly speaking, I just wish in general that the industry would continue to kind of comment on overly sexualized depictions of women in video games. It's not so much just that, but like the infantilization and like extreme youthfulness, which some of them tend to be, particularly coming out of Japan. I find that the most confronting. But anyway, that's just me and like a broad wish for the industry that we would keep pointing out those flaws instead of just saying, oh, it's from Japan or whatever. I'm not saying you can't play them. I'm not saying that anyone can't play them. I'm just saying like it would be good to not stop critiquing that.
Yeah.
Anyway, on that note, how do you guys feel about the Steam banning like not safe for work incest type games? Personally, I think it's kind of good, but I don't know. I'm not sure totally. So that's my question. And sorry for being harsh, but I'm not. I guess that's me. Sorry, not sorry.
I didn't even think of it as that harsh, but you know.
No, I didn't. I thought that was. I think what she said was fair comment.
And I think it's very important that we be able to criticize the things we love and recognize that even though we don't love a thing, here's this good thing in it. So
yeah. And, you know, I recognise that, you know, there's a lot of good things in Once Human, but for whatever reason, you know, all of these, like, Asian sort of game developers seem to have this obsession with putting that stuff in, and to an extent, I guess they're trying to appeal to the lowest denominator, you know.
Exactly. There's a lot of guys who really love that shit and will pay a lot of money for it. Right. Exactly. So that means we need to look at ourselves as guys and be like, hey, what is it we're telling the game developers we want?
Yeah, because, well, there's obviously a niche of, you know, or a demographic of male players who play these games who want to look at that stuff, I suppose.
That's
as
right.
Weird as that
and
is.
Pay a lot of money for it.
Yeah, and pay a lot of money. I mean, as for banning incest games, I think that's probably a good thing. I would have thought. I don't think. I mean, there's only so far you can go with freedom of expression. Isn't there?
Do you know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing, is it can be a slippery slope, and there's people saying this is the beginning of the end for all creative expression on Steam. But no, you know, I didn't love the game Hatred when it came out. This idea of a mass murder simulator I thought was a little over the line. I mean, Steam's not going to let you do whatever you want. I mean, they've said in the past there are certain things that are off limits.
You can't put anything on there, can you? And it'd be fine.
Of course not. Of course not. Nor should you be able to. See, this is the thing. People talk about like freedom of speech and freedom of creative expression and like the free market. There's no such thing as a free market. We don't live in a free market. There are boundaries to the marketplace, as there should be. Every marketplace. I can't go to my local supermarket and buy a human head, and that's a good thing.
You can,
right?
but you can go to a bank and buy a gun when you get an account, you know, or get a gun for free even when you get an account.
Yeah.
Weirdly.
So
that's
anyway.
fine.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is that, you know, it feels like a little hysteria from the free speech fundamentalists. I do worry that, you know, apparently that, so for those who don't know, there was this group of activists, feminist activists, apparently, I think it's in Australia, who teamed up with some American conservative Christians, and they said, hey, let's find common cause, let's put pressure on Steam to get some games kicked off. I don't love that strange bedfellows association. I don't think it's healthy for people to team up with the very conservative Christian fundamentalists who want to ban all sorts of things, including, by the way, websites that are very important for like queer youth to like find other people who won't hate on them and give them advice for surviving their teenage years. So whatever, that part makes me uncomfortable. I don't really know much about the games that have been kicked off of Steam, but I
have no idea. I haven't even heard about this till SpeakPipe.
Jenny, any thoughts?
No.
Okay. Well, that's the first SpeakPipe from Jacinta. Thank you, Jacinta. She sent another one, so that's the one we're going to listen to now. And here it comes. I wrote a song about it. Want to hear it? Here it goes. This is SpeakPipe number 772.
I just had to comment on Duke's idea of objective versus subjective objectification. And I think that there is a big difference, although I do think that Stu made a good point in that sometimes even when you are the player character and the player character is sexualized or objectified, it can still be kind of problematic because it's still intended for the male gaze and or like the gay female gaze or whatever. You know, an example of this in a game that I actually love, even though I am critical of, is Tomb Raider 2013. So her, she's, you know, smaller boobs, more agency, coming of age story. She's awesome, but the death sound effects that she has are like kind of interestingly sounding. They're titillating, which is gross and snuffy and feral. But I love that game, but I'm willing to call out the fact that I really find that uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of what I mean when I say calling it out. Like, you can like a video game and highlight its flaws and point to why they are flaws. And I do think there's a big difference between, you know, an adult woman who's the protagonist who is sexy and an NPC who is childlike or has little agency or is infantilized and is a romanceable option. So visual novels tend to really grind my gears with this respect. So yeah, there's a difference definitely there.
All right.
Oh, that's all right. So
Thanks,
she's saying
Jacinta.
that Bayonetta's okay then?
She's
So she's
saying that it's
definitely-
important
she's
for us to
definitely an
we can
adult.
love games but also recognize critiques that are valid on them.
No, but she said it was
Just
all
as-
right if it was an adult character who was sexy. So I'm guessing Bayonetta's okay.
I don't know that she has a commentary on Bayonetta. Maybe that'll be her speak pipe next week. What are your thoughts about Bayonetta there, Jacinta?
But she said adults
Yeah.
that are sexy is fine. It's more if it's like you know.
It's
a
very
kiddie
frustrating when
looking
you're trying to
sexy.
sexualize kids.
My thing is like the whole Tomb Raider thing, you know, like the more modern Tomb Raider games where she dies, and I mean, I'm
Makes
not
a noise.
saying she's wrong, but I don't know how you get round that problem really of like, because you have to die in that game. Yeah, they have to.
You do
You have
animate
to
her
die, but
die.
it doesn't
be
have to
so
sound like
graphic.
she's getting some sort of weird pleasure out of her death.
Well,
I don't know.
My
whether
understanding
it
is
did.
that
I've
I've
I'll
not
be
played it. I
honest,
can't say.
I've never noticed that when I was playing it. I just thought it was a bit graphic.
It's
the way
very
she
graphic,
died.
yeah. It's very graphic, but
You
I don't know.
a bit
Maybe
brutal.
I'm misremembering it, but I'm like, I don't know.
I don't
but
remember
if-
any titillating noises. Though. I don't remember being titillated.
If I'm dying, I'm making noises. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
The
If I'm
problem
getting-
isn't
you know,
that she's
whatever.
making noises. The problem is which noises is she making. And I don't know, but what I've heard is that some people have made the criticism
Oh.
that the noises she makes don't sound like the noises people would make when they die.
But let's be
It's-
honest, right? The woman who voice acts her, she'll have been in some little booth recording all this stuff, and they'll have gone, I don't know, make some sort of
Yeah.
scream like you're being stabbed with a big spike or whatever it is, and
Yeah, but
that's
she would have done
presumably the
1,000
noise
of
she
them,
made,
and they
so
would-
we'd
they-
have to
Right, and it's
blame the
possible, and
voice
it's
actress, I
possible
suppose.
that the director of that sound editing session is saying, "Okay, can you make it a little less guttural? Can you make it a little more feminine? Can you make it a little more higher pitched?" And they're just nudging this voice actor to be more
Can
and
you
more
make
like,
it sound like you're having an orgasm?
I suppose
I'm saying though,
what's
it
like,
might not be
I doubt
intentional. It might not be like we want it to sound like she's having some sort of violent
I
sex.
doubt
But it could
that.
also be that that's kind of what this director or this developer, this actor, who knows, what they have in mind when they think of a woman dying.
it's less. It's
What
less.
I think it was
it's-
probably happened was she was in a little booth and he went, just make a load of noises like you. Like
I
what
love
you'd
that this is
imagine
how
you'd
you
sound
think
like
they
if you were
record
dying.
sounds for video games. Just make
They're
a
not
bunch
gonna-
of noises.
No,
I don't
they're
have
not-
any notes. I don't have any
They
direction
don't
for you.
direct
That's my
everything.
job to be
They
the audio
don't.
director. When you finish a game, you know there's like 7,000 names that scroll by, right? Everybody
No.
listed there is doing a lot of work to make things look and sound the way they look and
They
sound.
do. They do. But speaking of, I've spoken to Melissa Hutchinson, as you know, from the Walking Dead series, who did. And when
Yes.
I asked her about the process. So part of the interview was asking her about the process of recording. And she said, we're literally just put in a booth, given the lines, and we're told to read them. And that's pretty much how it goes.
Yeah, but that's
So I
also
don't think
Telltale,
there's a
which
lot
might
of
be it's an early
interaction.
Telltale game compared to Tomb Raider, like a major
No, I think
AAA
I think the
release.
main lines they probably have, but I would imagine incidental stuff. They'll just tell them to do a load of different stuff,
But
and they will
what
just
I'm gonna
choose out of that stuff.
what
they
I want
do.
to say though
Go
is
ahead, go ahead,
so she could have recorded like 1,000 different
Yeah.
sounds. However, the developer choose them,
Yeah,
and
true.
they're more likely to choose. Are they choosing the sexier sounding ones than the?
I don't know. Who knows?
So it's not so
Who
much
knows?
the actress's fault. It's more like, well,
I
this
mean,
one
it's just- we're
sounds
just-
this sounds more
yeah.
erotic, so we'll put this one in or whatever. So.
Maybe I'm not sure.
I
That's
don't
the case,
know. I don't think
maybe.
that's a conscious choice. They might be doing it
No.
Right.
as like this
Right.
one sounds like more richer and something, but really what they're saying is it sounds like,
Or it hurts the audience member, the player more to hear it, and that's going to make us want to not do things that lead to this character's death.
Yeah, I mean I
That
don't
makes
think
perfect
there was
sense.
any
Now
intention of
that
making
the
it
fact
sound
that
sexy.
might happen to overlap with something that sounds sexy, that's what we mean
Yeah.
by the male gaze. Is like guys aren't necessarily. I mean, some guys are creepy going around looking at women like, "Hey, baby," but the male gaze doesn't refer just to that. It refers to the tendency, the possibility, the potential that exists in every guy to look at women in a way that makes them feel uncomfortable. And we have
is
to be
true.
aware of
But
that
we
possibility,
don't
that potential.
know. We don't know whether it was a woman working there who
No, we
chose
don't.
those sounds. We don't know that.
That's
it could
true.
have been a woman.
Women can
We don't know.
internalize that male
They
gaze
do
as well.
work in game studios, believe it or
Yes,
not.
they certainly do. They're vastly underrepresented, and the game audience tends to skew male.
we're talking a lot
What?
about things that we don't know about.
Yeah, we are. We're making a lot
true.
of supposition of
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
We have no idea.
But at the same time, on my classroom wall, it says I'm not cynical. I've been taking notes. there's a long history of Hollywood movies and TV shows where these patterns show up again and again and again. When she made the movie about Frida Kahlo, Salma Hayek talked about Harvey Weinstein was like, you need to do the sex scene. And she's like, I don't want to do this sex scene. And he was like, you either do it or you don't get to make this movie. So, it's a thing that has happened in the past. Whether it happened here or not, who knows?
We don't know, do we?
We don't know.
It could just be complete coincidence.
It could be complete
but
coincidence. That would be a heck of a
that
coincidence.
being said, as Shinny himself said, I never noticed. It's not something I noticed. It was like, ooh, that was graphic or that was brutal.
Yeah, well, I don't die very often.
Thought about the noise she made. It never occurred to me that it was
Shinny's
meant
just
to be
too good. He
titillating.
never
I'm too
experienced
good at the
death in
game. I don't die. So.
Yeah, he didn't die, so he never experienced it.
Exactly. Maybe if you lose, you know what it sounds like.
Yeah.
But I will make a point, although this might be a bit weird as a search thing. Searching Lara Croft death scenes on YouTube just to hear what it sounds like, because I have no idea. I can't remember because that's a long time ago.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I will do some research for next week.
Yeah, he's going to start us off with the findings of his research.
I will do. I will take notes.
And those
I
are the
very rarely
speak
take
pipes
notes,
for
but
this
I will
week.
do.
Okay.
Indeed, you do.
Anything else we got to deal with, or are we doing shout-outs?
No, I think it's time for shout-outs. I think we're sort
Damn, hour and a half. We're doing it quick these weeks. Maybe next week I can finish this old game that we started 7 years ago.
Maybe.
It's time for a shout-out. Hey!
Hey! I'm going to shout out Antonio because I don't think I mentioned this. It didn't happen when I was playing with him, but we did make progress. I got back to Diamond in Rocket League! Yeah, baby! So I'm never going to be champ, but I got the diamond rewards for the season. Woo! Yes. And I'm sure they're going to be awesome rewards, and it will be worth it.
You can't wait to get your, I don't know, your weird diamond gold celebration.
The other thing we did, so Antonio and I, we made the Veteran Gamers Club on Rocket League, right? And I had a car. I made it so he has been using the same car for a decade now. I have like 20 different car setups, and I realized that I should make my car look as much like his as possible. So I'd had it the same model car for a while, but I was like, I want to use the same decal. I want to make the same wheels. So I finally made it look exactly the same, except he has a crown on his car that I can't get. It's not possible to have his crown because they gave it to people who reached a certain level in one of the earliest seasons. So now I have a tiara on my car, whereas he has a crown. So whatever, we look very similar, our cars, but it exactly. There is a different crown I have, but it doesn't match the coloring on the cars. So whatever. The point is, we played a lot of games and we had a lot of fun, and I really like playing with Antonio. So what's up to my man on Rocket League, who usually carries me, but sometimes I do all right. And yeah. It's just great fun playing with him. Shout out to Jacinta, and shout out to Jason for sending us an email, and shout out to Andre the dog who was barking earlier at the Duchess, and shout out to the Duchess because she rocks. And I'm done giving shout outs.
Okie dokie. I'm going to also shout out Jacinta because I like talking points and debating stuff. I think it's kind of interesting. So thanks for providing those things for us to comment on, I guess, and give our opinions.
Yeah.
I'm also going to shout out, because I'm not sure we did this last week, but I'm sure we did, but I'm not 100%. Not Derek, St. Diesel,
for the quiz.
Providing the quiz. I don't know whether we did it, and then afterwards I'm like, did we thank Derek for doing the quiz this week?
Derek.
I think we were so astounded that we did so well.
We did very well, yeah.
That we forgot to thank him at the end. But I'm
Thank
assuming
you.
he's on holiday or doing other stuff because he said he was having a couple of weeks off, didn't he? From
well, after the big long quiz like that, he gets to have time off.
Yeah. So thank you, Derek. In case we didn't say thank you last week.
That's
and
right.
If we didn't, I apologise for not saying thank you last week.
I'm a potato.
I am a potato. And that's it for me. And then obviously a big thanks to everyone who does contribute. Send your emails in. Where did he send them, Mike? Where did they send an email?
They send them at vgpodcastuk@gmail.com. VG Podcast.
It should be in the description of the podcast. It should be in the Veteran Gamers YouTube info, right?
Yeah.
I don't see it here,
those
but
places.
Maybe Connor, who's been doing a great job doing our socials, can do a few little messages during the week.
If you click on About, then it's got the email address. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, get some emails in, people. Give us some questions.
Yeah, we love hearing from our
opinions.
lovely
What do you
fan
think of
base.
What's the decision, by the way, on the Play My Game bitch, Mike?
Oh, no,
I think he's going to have to look at it
I'm
after
gonna
the
look
show.
at it. I'm too busy looking at.
Okay, but
He's
anyway,
going to do
we're-
some considerate thinking.
We're coming to you anyway for your shout out, so go for it.
Yes, Jason, I did see the South Park thingy. I thought it was very funny.
Shout out to Connor for doing all the social media stuff. I've been talking to him this week and sharing. He put up a logo on our Twitter, and I was like, "Get that fucking logo off!"
Did he?
Because it was like a shambles of. He made it himself, so I can't be too harsh. But we've got.
We appreciate the effort.
I've gone to a lot of effort making all the logos consistent, and then he changed.
Exactly, we're trying to have brand consistency
Jesus.
here, buddy. This is the logo right here. Oh wait, no, it isn't.
He
You have
stepped,
a new
he stepped
version
over
of
the
the
line,
logo.
did he?
No, it's fine. It's all good. I actually,
Just in Chinny's basement being tortured right now.
I actually didn't. I didn't say that to him. He just showed me a thing that he did. I said it looks good, but we've got all the proper logos. And to be fair to him, due to me being shit, I've only just shared those. There's a Google Drive folder with all those logos
So
today.
he didn't know he had to use a specific logo,
So I'm
and
sure
then you got mad at him for not using a specific logo.
Yeah, it's consistent, man. We've got a brand.
Yeah, now he's because all those logos have been made by a professional graphic designer.
Yeah.
So, but he's you know his logo was better than what I could do. But no, now that he's got all those things, he can play around with them and stuff. So
Yeah.
thanks to Connor for all his help.
Thank you, Connor.
I don't know really. I don't know. Did the women?
Hey, by the
did
way,
the women
Mike,
win? Did the women win?
They did win, yeah. We won the Euros.
Oh well, shout out to the women, to the Lionesses.
Shout out to the women footballers for winning.
I
the
saw it when it was
European
1-1.
Championship.
I let Rosa watch it a little bit. I was like, oh look at the football.
Yeah,
She
won
didn't-
on penalties.
Well, they always win on penalties, don't they? That's.
Not always.
What's that weird cat?
I was in the club on Thursday, and there's penalties going on. Or
Chinny's
was
in
it
the club.
Last week there was penalties or something. The semi-final or something like that. I don't know, but it was. There's penalties going on. Yep. So I suppose shout out to the Lionesses. Well done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's it, everybody. Thank you for
that it?
listening.
Yeah.
Thank you, good night, much love. All right, show's over. No refunds. You heard the robot. Get out.
He's got a heartbreaking decision to make about whether his best friend lives or dies.
Maybe people should think before they speak.
We made such efficient time on today's episode. I didn't get a chance to play my Brooklyn Nine-Nine sound clip
Failure! You are behind schedule!
because we're not behind schedule.
Jason in the chat says, respect Chinny, sorry you didn't like the game. I think they stuck with animals to avoid typical prison gang cliches, which is a good point, but I suppose-
Clicks. He said clicks.
Clicks, yeah, oh, right, there you go. Dyslexia.
Which might also be related to cliches, but
But I suppose, yeah, I guess so. But I like realism in games. Do you know what I mean? I like things to be brutally honest. So
like Tony Hawk, that's realistic.
no, but like saying Mafia 3, for example, like they say there's a lot of bad people that say a lot of bad words in this game, and we didn't avoid it because that's the way it was done. And
sure.
so we made a main character
True, but then
that kills them
think-
all.
Yeah.
I don't think the game we played tonight though is trying to be super realistic. I
No,
know it's
it's
got
not.
some.
No, it's
stuff in
not.
it,
But it's
not
but
trying
it's-
to be
it
realistic.
Which is
Jason-
why it's not Chinny's cup of tea.
Jason is saying that they chose a non-realistic characters because they didn't want to stir up the pot.
That way you
of,
don't
like-
have stereotypically
So like they
black
didn't want to
and
have
Latino gangs
like
in prison.
black gangs or Nazi gangs
Yeah.
or like you know what I
Nazi
mean, like
gangs,
all
yeah,
that sort of stuff. So they just avoided it by making them dogs or cats or foxes or whatever,
Alligators.
which is a good workaround. But you know,
Yeah.
I like realism. And Tony
Yeah.
Hawk.
Cool guy, Tony Hawk.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did it.
Yeah, we did it. Yeah.
420, dude.
We did.
Oh my god, dude.
That's
420.
it. I know. Can you believe it's 20 episodes already? 4:20. Is that the time? I don't know.
No, that's
What
the
are you
time
talking?
here.
Yeah.
The current time in Wisconsin is 4:20.
You think we're on
p.m.
420?
Yeah, I did for a second. Then I thought, no, we're not.
We're on
No,
812.
8:12. Super
Yeah.
fast.
And
Yeah,
also,
super fast.
another thing that Connor's
I
done.
just heard the 20. I just
Is
heard the
it-
20. Not
is,
the 4.
Connor's last tweet was episode 312 is live. So we're short.
Great.
Wow, we really
Well, we're
are short.
short of backwards 3.
Yeah. Yeah. We're short backwards there. Yeah. Yeah. So I wonder what is episode 312. How long ago?
Oh, that was a classic one. That was the one where we talked about video games.
How long ago was episode 312? 312.
I don't know.
It's a long
Who
time.
knows?
It would have been. I bet it would have been like 20.
Gemini didn't come up with it.
2014.
There's 812. Retro Knots. What is all this shit?
Retro.
Guys, grocery games? What the fuck?
What are you talking about?
I did a search for Veteran Gamers episode 312. I thought Gemini, the AI for Google, might like pull it up and be like, give me a summary. No, because that's garbage that AI is.
Yeah.
Instead, it gave me a link to the podcast we're recording now, Retronauts. I don't know why it would say that. Episode 312, Shower Thoughts. Like all this random shit.
Yeah,
We
'cause
did an
it's-
episode 312. What's
yeah,
wrong
so,
with you,
so
Google?
episode 312 is our 2015, a game in year in review, a year in review. So it's we're
Oh.
reviewing the 2014 year,
Okay,
January 7th.
cool. So AI is not better than Chinny at finding our archives.
Well, Gemini is not.
That's
better
one
than-
thing AI is not as good at.
ChatGPT might be better, but you know.
I don't have time to go to different AI.
Episode 312.
All right, this is just. I'm gonna stop the recording because this is ridiculous.
Yeah, just rambling now.
Yep.
Did.
Thanks for listening, people. Bye.
Yeah, bye.
I've just put it into
Oh.
ChatGPT.
You do that.
Well, A isn't the answer to everything, you know.
No, it's not, and certainly not the answer to this. Chinny already came up with the answer. Now we're just
Exactly.
testing
By the way,
AI.
did you see this week that they used the first AI-generated model in Vogue? So there was a guess the clothes manufacturer used an AI-created model to advertise the clothing.
Chill.
Okay.
Yeah. ChatGPT said episode 312 isn't available in the. Isn't available in current feed or show site. It is. It aired years ago. That's helpful, and isn't easily accessible via search. Yeah. All right. So doesn't know.
Fair enough.
Can't be bothered. He can't be bothered to find out.
Can't be bothered. It just doesn't give a shit.
No.
Right, guys, I'm gonna go because I've got to get up for work.
Oh
but,
yeah.
All right, have a good rest of the week.
Stu, I got some.
Yes,
I got some
yeah,
good news about my birthday.
Go on.
Guess who's coming?
I don't know who. What, Duke? Are you
No.
coming over, Duke?
No,
Oh my
Duke's-
God, that's so
Hell no,
exciting.
I'm not coming over.
I mean, you're invited, Duke, if you want to come.
I appreciate that. It ain't happening.
Yeah.
Happy
I,
birthday. Fuck off.
I thought that might be.
God,
the
this
answer.
whole show's been about guessing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call it Guess What.
We know him very well.
Bongo.
Bongo.
Oh, it's Bongo
Yay.
coming. Oh, that is cool. I definitely hope I'm well enough now. But I'll be honest. I'm going to be totally honest with you. With all these fucking shitty doctor's strikes, chances are I'm probably not going to have me up when I'm supposed to. Anyway,
Sure,
am I?
yeah. Probably. So you can go near all the magnets.
I'll
you
be
know what I
fine
mean?
with all the microphones,
Yeah.
magnets, and
You
speakers.
can rub
It'll
them
be
all up on
fine.
you. You'll be like, yeah.
I can bring me DJ controller and play some
Yeah.
shit tunes.
My brother said to me like, "Is Bongo coming?" And I went, "I never thought to ask him." Like, you know what I mean? Because he's
Yeah.
in Ireland, so I was like, "Oh, I don't know."
I don't think Kay's ever met him.
I just never. It never occurred to me. But Robin, he's the type of guy
He'll just
to
drop
do it
drop
if he
everything
can.
and
Yeah.
come.
So I texted him. I
Oh,
said, "Look,
that's so cool.
I'm really sorry, but look, I didn't invite you just because I thought you being in Northern Ireland you wouldn't come, but you're welcome to come. And you know, like it's up to you. No problem, no pressure." And he says, "I've just come back from Italy. Let me digest it." And then about 3 days later, he just sent me a screenshot of his plane ticket, and I was like, "Ah."
He's already coming.
Nice.
Oh my God.
So yeah,
That is super cool.
very very. Cool. Can't wait.
Yeah, don't forget to. By the way, don't forget to send me some
Spotify things.
Send me a Spotify playlist and I'll put something together just in case.
I'll put Tara
anyway.
in charge of that. I'm gonna put.
Stick Tara in charge. Tell her to send me some cool tunes, and I'll create a mix. Whatever. Just it doesn't matter what it is. Whatever you like.
Whatever.
I'm not pressure. I'm not like
Fraser.
Fraser. I'm not gonna go. Don't ask me to do your DJing because I won't play what you want and you won't like what I'm gonna play.
In some ways, I'd like Fraser to be my DJ at my birthday because he wouldn't take requests. He'd just be like, "No."
No, he wouldn't do anything. He'd just play whatever. He'd just play some minimal tech.
Yeah.
And everyone would be like, "What the fuck is this? It's just a beat."
My mother-in-law would be requesting reggae, and he'd be like, "No."
Absolutely not.
No.
That ain't happening.
Because every year when you do your New Year's Eve thing,
But
my mother-in-law was always like, "Is there any reggae? Has he got any reggae?"
But I try and play a lot of soul-y stuff though, so I do try and keep it sort of fairly easygoing. Not too a bit of disco. Try not to make it too sort of hardcore.
It's my birthday, so you're gonna have to play the tunes that I want.
Of course I am. That's that's what happens, and then I'll play what I want.
It's my birthday.
I'll start off with a couple of your tunes, and then it'll just suddenly dissolve into something completely different.
No, don't play your bloody bands that no one's heard of apart from you and Duke.
I won't play. Look, I only play bangers. I'll just play big bangers everybody knows. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
That's if I get to do it, like I say. But at this point, who knows with the
Stu,
way
there will be many black people there. Have you ever met one before?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they if you don't play music that they like, they get.
I'm sure you wear your hat backwards.
Yeah. They're always wearing their hat backwards.
Bruv. Yeah.
Look, it can't be any worse than last time when there was just a speaker hanging out of a window.
When was that?
At your 30th. There was just a speaker hanging out. Yeah.
What was that? I can't remember that. I have no memory of that.
There wasn't even a proper sound system from what I can remember. I just remember a speaker hanging out of a window or something.
Yeah. Yeah. It did the job.
So anyway, it'll be better than that.
It will be better than that.
But yeah, just get me a list of tracks, whatever, and I'll put something together in advance just in case. And if I'm available,
all I'm going to send you is study noises, brown noise. That's all the tracks.
There you go.
Send me whatever you want me to play, and I will sort it out.
Okay.
I'm easy like that. I will even set up. Do you get Wi-Fi in your garden? Is a good question.
Depends where you are.
Well, no. Well, I'll have to set up where you can get Wi-Fi in your garden because.
Hey, you know what I can do, Stu?
If you want, because I can use Tidal and use that for requests. I won't have.
If you're too far out at work, we've got like these SIM card dongle things that you can just connect to.
Yeah.
And we'll just get one of them.
Yeah. So I can then
just get one of them.
Get one of them.
Set up wherever you want me to. I just need Wi-Fi just to do some streaming stuff for Tidal and things like that.
Yep. Okay.
Okie dokie.
No,
Rightio.
All right. Have a good week, y'all.
We're talking like I'm just definitely doing it, but if I've had my heart up, I probably won't.
I need a heart operation.
I know, yeah.
You know what I mean?
But anyway, like I say, I'm not holding my breath with the way the NHS has gone to shit, man.
Yeah.
We're fucked. Everyone's going on strike now. Have you seen? Ambulances are going on strike.
I haven't seen anything. I don't read the news, Stu. I don't read it. I'm sorry, Duke. Sorry, Duke. I don't read it. Sorry, Stu. I don't read anything. It's too depressing. It depresses me.
I'm not shocked.
Well, it sounds like there's people not getting paid enough, and so there need to be more.
Well, the junior doctors want 29% on top of the 27% pay rise. Have you had a 29% pay rise, Duke?
No.
No, because you know what? Nobody has, apart from bank executives and CEOs of companies. They're the only people who get that sort of money.
They do get that kind of money.
Well, they get way more money than that. Do you know what they've just paid? And you're going to hate this, Duke. But we have a nationwide building society group, which are meant to be governed by the public. The public owns the building society. They have just increased the CEO of the company's wages by 43% to £7 million a year.
That's ridiculous.
And do you know why they did that? Why they thought that was necessary?
Because he's bringing value.
No, it's a woman as he goes.
She's bringing value to the organization.
No, because so it's comparable with other big banking companies.
Yeah, so you can keep the people working there.
Yeah. So they obviously think she's valuable enough
ridiculous.
to pay the same as they're paying at Barclays or wherever else.
I mean, see, that's the thing. That's actually interesting because this is one of the things that happened in 2008 is that the regulators weren't keeping up with what the banks were doing because they didn't have. Someone said it in the movie Inside Job. He said, if you are representing the government and there's this bank that you're trying to regulate, you get there and there's like 20 SUVs out front. And then you go into the conference room and there's 20 high-priced lawyers for the bank and it's just you. And if you're at all good at making your case, they offer you a job.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, I mean, there is something to be said for paying regulators well so that they don't all go to the private sector.
It's just mad, isn't it, though? 7 million quid. Who
you
needs
know.
7 million quid? $1 million would be fine.
I
I'd be
agree.
happy with $1 million.
I agree. Yes.
7 million
pounds. How about a maximum wage? We've got a minimum wage. Why don't we have a maximum wage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
There's a thing.
A ceiling.
Sure.
How much do you need?
How much money do you fucking need? Who needs
It's nice to have a lot of money and
£7
options
a
and stuff, but you don't need that
Yes.
much. You know what I mean?
You don't
You
need
do
7
not.
million a year.
don't need
No,
that.
you do not.
Just get a house and just chill out.
Tax the
You know,
rich.
she's just sitting there going like this on a keyboard every now and again, right? And then there's some doctor getting paid 40 grand a year to save someone's life.
Yeah. Crazy.
You know what I mean?
All right. Have a good week, y'all.
Anyway, see y'all later.
See you in a
Bye.
bit.
Peace out.
Bye. Bye.